Mingus Marauder football here on KYBC AM 1600. Along with Jackie Bessler, I'm Zach Calandra on the road for the final road trip of the year in the old familiar confines of Cromer Field here at Coconino High School. The Mingus Marauders have had their way with the Panthers here over the last decade or so, as the Marauders have won 8 of the last 9, JB. This has not been a tough place for Mingus to pick up a victory.
No, it certainly hasn't, although they are 1-1 over the last 2 years. 2011, the only year that the Coconino Panthers beat the Marauders. The score on that one, 47-26, and last year Mingus comes up with the victory over the Panthers, 28-17. Now, this year, Coconino has been bitten by, well, sometimes it's the flu bug. This year it's been the injury bug. 9 JV players expected to be on the field here tonight for an ALS rebuilding Coconino Panthers squad, who has really struggled this year at 1-7 so far.
Well, remember this team last year had an electrifying freshman quarterback, and he's back again this season. I'm not sure that he's got all the tools that he'd like to have to work with. However, he does have some pretty big-size linemen up in front of him. So you imagine this Coconino program, Jackie, has not been good over the years, is kind of in a rebuilding process right now just to try to make themselves legitimate once again.
Well, certainly so. And Section 3 and Division 3 has not been fun for this squad, as they have really struggled. Their only win of the year coming over Mojave, 34-26. Other than that, they have lost to Lake Havas, who is a Division 2 squad. Tempe, the Buffaloes, having a good year, beat them 51-7. Shut out by number 6 Peoria, number 6 in Division 3, 34-0. Then they won over Mojave, lost 34-21 to Kingman, somewhat close. 43-20 to Bradshaw. Prescott took it to him 59-2. And last week, they go down and play a pretty decent Campo Verde squad and lose 48-13.
Now, I'm surprised about the score with Mojave being 34-26. Those are two of the worst offenses in Division 3. Probably also two of the worst defenses in Division 3, and that's how they ended up with a combined 60 points in that ball game. And neither team has probably been anywhere close to matching that point output on the season.
Well, Coconino coming in tonight has only scored 109 points in 8 games. That's a little better than 13.5 points per game, Zach.
Not too good.
And they've given up 315, nearly 40 points per game. And I know Mingus is definitely smelling the opportunity to get some points up on the board here. They come in tonight averaging 22.25 points per game, so a little better than 3 touchdowns.
Now, historically, over the last 9 seasons, though, we see that the Marauders have outscored the Panthers in a head-to-head matchup by 40-12. So this is a game that ordinarily is not close, and the stats wouldn't even be that good for Coconino had they not beaten the Marauders 47-26 in 2011. You take that 47 off the board there, and their 12 goes way down. As a matter of fact, the Marauders have 3 shutouts of Coconino over the last 9 years. They have another game where they held them to 8. So this has been a team that the Marauders have had in a stranglehold here over the last decade. And we talked about it was a Snowflake losing to Blue Ridge. Same thing here with Coco. They just can't beat the big brother.
Well, speaking of big brothers, the biggest big brother game last week was Prescott and Bradshaw.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow. And Prescott absolutely took it to Bradshaw, beating them 49-7 and blew them out, which means they've got the inside track to the Section 3 division title.
And they come into town next week. The Badgers come in to get some noogies from the Marauders. Mingus with a win here tonight, JB. Next week we'll be playing for a 500 record, and that's got to mean something to these gentlemen. As the season started, and they were losing game after game after game. If they can get it back to 500, the season's not a total loss, and rebuilding at Mingus is a 500 season, right? However, Prescott, that's the other added bonus to that game. Is not only is it a chance for the Marauders to get back to 500, but it's a chance to knock the Badgers out of the playoffs. And I think that's something that when you're starting a new section and it's an old rivalry of sorts, that's going to be a big determining factor for motivation in that game for the Mingus Marauders.
Well, Division 3 kind of looks like this. Mingus unusually low, sitting at number 28 at the moment. Kingman, who they beat last week at 27. Flagstaff, 23. Then Bradshaw, with their loss last week, slips to number 12. Prescott is sitting at number 10. However, they've got a very tough Deer Valley squad that they've got to match up with against tonight. And, whoa, a loss there. And Prescott starts to drop down to maybe 12, 13, somewhere like that. And then a loss to Mingus takes away the automatic bid as the section winner and could slip out of the top 16, or you end up number 16 and you have to go play Desert Edge on the road, who is undefeated.
Could end up getting one of those Jimmy Superfly Snuka flying elbows from the top rope out of the Badgers. Out of here. We're out of here. That's what the Marauders want to do. Kick out one of their regional Yavapai County rivalries there at the Prescott Badgers and see if we can knock them out of the playoffs. That'd be great next week. See if the Marauders can do it. Got to win here tonight, though. Can't overlook Coconino. They're 1-7, not too good, but the Marauders have to make sure they come up here and play a game like they've been playing here recently. The Marauders have been playing pretty good football. The defense has been outstanding all season long. Let's see if they can come up with a big game here again tonight for Mingus. And right now, let's take a break. This is the pregame report for the Mingus Marauders and the Coconino Panthers. Game coming up here shortly. Stick around.
premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find Digitel, your Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, Willow Crossroads, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Would you rather recycle like this or like this? Clean Recycling processes over 95% of the materials collected as opposed to under 20% with other processes. Just add a recycling container and your recycling materials end up recycled instead of in the landfill. Just one of the many reasons Taylor Waste has been voted #1 for the past 8 years in a row.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Hi, I'm John Andretti for Window World, America's largest replacement window company. Made in the USA. That's a powerful statement. It's also our story. Window World was born here, and the products we sell and install are made here. Our stores are locally owned, so your money goes to work here in our community. We think that making American homes more energy efficient goes hand in hand with protecting American jobs. Window World, American made, American owned.
Visit the new location at 101 Air Park Road in Cottonwood. Call 649-9111, ROC number 286642.
Remember when you were younger and your parents said,
"Don't make a mess"?
And remember comments like,
"Pipe down."
River. Now it's time to find your own voice.
Don't bounce the ball in the house.
Strike out on your own. Remember the rules, but don't be afraid to take chances. Explore your sense of wonder. Feed your curiosity. Yavapai College. Life explored.
Back at Coconino High School, the Mingus Marauders and Coconino Panthers getting ready to battle it out here in the section game. The Marauders on the road for the final time this season. We will be at home next week, so we'd like to see everybody come on out and check out the game. It will be Senior Appreciation Night, so if you know some of these kids, the seniors, and not just the football team, but everybody, the cheerleaders, the training staff, all these kids, next week come on out and watch Senior Night and the Mingus Marauders taking on the Prescott Badgers. Well, fans, I know we're in full swing in football season for a lot of teams. The playoffs are going to be coming around. We've got youth football that's got playoffs coming around. But it's also time to start thinking about indoor sports. It's winter time is coming. Imagine that. It's fun to say when it's 85 degrees and you're getting sunburnt. But yes, winter's coming, and it's going to be basketball season. We want to remind everybody that they are going to extend the registration for youth basketball, Cottonwood Parks and Rec. So come on down and check that out. You can go to Park and Rec and pick up a application. I'm sure at this point they'd probably be happy if you just called and said, "I'd like to get my kids signed up," so that they can figure out how many athletes they're going to have for the winter basketball season.
Well, we don't know exactly how long they have extended it, so probably within 24 hours of hearing this broadcast, you probably want to get it done. Something interesting, they've broken it down by grade this year, Zach, so that'll be different.
Including a new division, the mini mites, first grade only. So if you got a first grader, you can get them signed up into the mini mites. Now they're doing it by grades. It used to be by age, now it's by grades. So first graders can be in the mini mites. It's co-ed, and it's only an 8-foot rim, so it's not the big 10-foot rim. I'm sure they've got a smaller ball for the little fellas and the little gals also, and only an 8-foot rim to make it a little bit easier for them. I know, you still couldn't dunk, but that's okay.
You could see that on my face.
Yeah, well, you can just tell. But speaking, so get that done. Get out to Cottonwood Parks and Rec and get your children signed up for youth basketball and be out there to support them as well. And then we also have a High Desert Youth Football, Jackie, as we're moving into the playoff season on that. This is the final week of the regular season for High Desert Youth Football. And there's some important games this week. As a matter of fact, we know that the Cottonwood Bears are going down to Wickenburg tomorrow to play Wickenburg, which is a game that it could go either way for one of those teams having home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs. So the Bears, I think, are up to the task to go down to Wickenburg tomorrow and pick up a big victory and have one of the Cottonwood teams here at home.
Well, the Cardinals also in the minors division hoping for a victory over the Camp Verde Blue squad, which would potentially move them up in the rankings. The top 8 teams in that division are going to go to the playoffs, and the Colts will play Camp Verde White. A victory there, and they could end up with a tie and a playoff situation with Camp Verde Blue if Cardinals beat Camp Verde Blue, and we could also end up with 2 other ties and playoff situations. Now in the Mighty Mike division, congratulations to the Cottonwood Lobos. They pick up their first win over the William Tigers, and that was an overtime victory.
Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it?
Oh, that was fantastic. Cottonwood Marauders now 6-1.
Let's take a final break here of the pregame, and we will be back with the kickoff coming up shortly after this.
Your local Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. There are now 3 varieties of Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell. Nacho Cheese, Cool Ranch, and the new Fiery Doritos Locos Taco. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell, located on the corner of Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
It's time for the year's best deals on the industry's best-selling machines during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Rebates up to $1,000 and financing as low as 2.99% on machines built to tackle your off-road passions. Hurry to your Polaris dealer today. Deals this good won't last long. Huge rebates and incredible financing going on now during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros give you more miles for your money. Locally owned and grown, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros will beat any competitor. Bring your best deal and they'll beat it on price, total service, tire quality, and arguably the best nationwide warranty. For 24 months or 24,000 miles and available at 30,000 locations coast to coast. Get more miles for your money every day from your hometown team, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros.
Back at Coconino High School, familiar stomping grounds here for the Marauders. Another former Grand Canyon region opponent. Remember, the Marauders in the Grand Canyon region for about 20 years or so. And Coconino has been there with us all along. And the Marauders have had a good time up here against the Panthers and have been very successful in this matchup.
Well, our history with this, with Cromer Field goes back to when there was real grass on this field.
Yeah.
Although this time of the year when we would play Coco, it was, well, half grass. Mostly dirt, right?
Well, yeah. For those of you that remember, the Mingus used to be about the same thing, which is why we all have turf fields now.
Right, exactly. Last week against Kingman, Mingus does win the game, score of 24-19. However, Kingman ends up scoring the last 12.
This is a winning streak.
Yes.
We are streaking.
We not on film, not on camera, but we are streaking. But Kingman, the Bulldogs actually came in and scored the final 12 points of that game, which it was somewhat bothersome. Mingus had a field goal, second field goal of the year, which was fantastic to get the kicking game going.
Back-to-back weeks, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Back-to-back weeks. Jacobo now 2 of 3 from field goal tries. Karen had 2 receiving touchdowns and was happy to say that Collins had his first 100-yard rushing game, 113 yards on the game on the ground.
He's pretty fast.
Yeah.
That's another thing I circled on your stats there, JB. That Collins is averaging, I think it was 11.6 yards per carry. And that's because he's got the breakaways. He's got a 61-yarder, and he had another 45-yarder, I think it was, the week before. And he's got some of those long breakaways that gets that average up. But that young man's averaging 11.6 yards a carry. First down. You got to keep feeding the youngster. He's only a junior.
No kidding.
He's got some legs under him.
I know. I absolutely love that. Hey, I want to remind everybody that our premier sponsor is Digitel for Mingus Marauder football, and they are your premium wireless retailer, locally owned here in Arizona. And they've got the Samsung S4, $199.99 after $50 mail-in rebate. Or don't forget, they can also be your home phone service for just $20 per month. That's Digitel throughout northern Arizona in Cottonwood. They're right next to Suzy Q Market on Main Street in Cottonwood.
That's a good place to go. Well, fans, as our fans watching at home can see, the Mingus Marauders are going to receive to start the game. Coconino won the toss, and they have deferred to the second half, so the Marauders will receive to start the game. And, JB, we saw one of the captains out there in street clothes. He has his jeans on and his jersey on, so we've got a couple of injuries out there that we need to talk about as well.
Unfortunately, the Northern Arizona Rehabilitation and Fitness Injury Report continues. McKeever still out, knee injury. Questionable on whether or not he will be back for the rest of the season. I know that's 2 games. And unfortunately, Brendan Kitchen, who still leads the team in tackles, believe it or not, and he hasn't played the last 2 games. Right. And he is out for the rest of the season with a knee injury as well. Northern Arizona Rehabilitation and Fitness. If you're having trouble getting into your doctor because something's hitched and something's just not working right, don't forget they do free analysis, and they'll have a free consultation. And sometimes if there is something serious, they can help you get that doctor's appointment earlier. And if not, they might be able to help you right there at Northern Arizona Rehabilitation and Fitness.
And Terran Walls is just cool.
He is.
Had to go see him.
He's fun.
All right, fans, we're getting ready to kick this football game off, so let's get ready to go. The Mingus Marauders will have the ball first here as Coconino is getting ready to kick it away.
Well, I also want to remind you, if by chance you have not made it up, don't forget the Vinny's Pizza Special. You got the large pie, the 4 drinks, and the nuts available just $20. You want to stop by Vinny's in their new location.
Spencer McMahon kicks the ball its way. It's taken by one of the Marauder Upmen at the 20-yard line to the right-hand side of the field. He goes breaking tackles along the way across the 35-yard line and tackled at the 37. First down and 10, Mingus on their opening drive. Good field position all the way out to the 37-yard line. Looked like it may have been Thaggart out there that made the run. It was Garrett Story, 24, not 4. Come on, get it right, Calandra. So Story gets the Marauders off to a good start and good field position to start this ball game. Just underway from Cromer Field at Coconino High School. First down and 10, Mingus in a power I formation. Pitch coming to the left-hand side. Trying to get to the corner, and he's got a blocker in front and off to the left sideline. Down the left side he goes. It's Jesse Rios with the carry. He's got a first down across midfield to the Panther 47.
Well, Rios, we've seen him run the ball a little bit more. Didn't see him run the ball at all in the first 5 games of the season.
Oh.
But he's been picking up like 3-4 carries a game now.
Doing a nice job out there, young man, Jesse Rios. First down and 10, Mingus from the gun now. Navarez will hand off, going inside, left-hand side of the line. Couple of yards and a cloud of pellets as the ball's moved to about the 46-yard line. Gain of about 2 there for the Marauders. Mingus will run the play in. Tanner Karen goes out, and bringing the play in is Zach Simmons. From the near hash mark, going from right to left across your radio dial, the Marauders head to the line of scrimmage. Set under center, Navarez with one back behind him. He's got a receiver on the left, a receiver on the right. Now a man in motion from the wing position, and Navarez is going to keep it himself to the right side. Makes a juke movement, breaks a tackle to the 40. He's got a first down, back to the inside. Navarez off to the races, down the right sideline he goes. Tripped up, dives towards the end zone, and he's going to be tackled just shy at the 1-yard line. JB got tripped up that time as he was going down. He tried to hold himself up with his left hand and somersaulted himself into the end zone and was unable to get there, knocked down at the 1-yard line. What a great run that time by the Mingus Marauders senior quarterback, Micah Navarez.
Well, great blocking scheme, and look, he's got all sorts of help going downfield. What a great effort to try to keep himself up right there at the 1-yard line.
No doubt about it.
Oh, my.
First down and goal, Marauders from the 1-yard line. Navarez in the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands off to Broyles, going right into the end zone, untouched. Anthony Broyles with a touchdown, and the Marauders on top. 6-0, a couple of long runs there by Mingus, and the Marauders get the opening score with 1 minute and 20 seconds coming off the clock here in the opening quarter. Boom, boom, quick strike offense once again by the Mingus Marauders.
Well, they didn't waste any time whatsoever making short work out here of the Coconino Panthers.
Jair Jacobo, the left-footed kicker in to attempt the extra point. The kick is up, and it looks like it's right down the middle, and good. The Marauders capitalize with the extra point. 7-0, Mingus with the lead. 10:40 left in the opening quarter, just underway. We'll be back with the Marauder kickoff coming up right after
this. Your local Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. There are now 3 varieties of Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell. Nacho cheese, Cool Ranch, and the new fiery Doritos Locos Taco. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell, located on the corner of Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood.
Where is she? Tell her to come in here.
Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Back at Coconino High School, the Marauders strike early, and they have a 7-0 lead. Here's the kickoff, and the Panthers will have the ball for the first time. Return from the 2-yard line, trying to bring it to the right-hand side of the field. Hit it about the 20-yard line and down at about the 22. Good kick coverage that time by the Marauders, as we see number 6, number 9 getting up off the ball carrier that time. So the Marauders have Javin Hessel and Herb Tiffany combining for the tackle.
Well, good speedsters. You got to imagine they're probably gunners on the kickoff squad on the outside, huh?
Yeah, that's they're talking about the Arizona Cardinals, JB, picking up some speed to go on the outside with their gunners as well. They think they've got the 2 fastest gunners in the league. See how that works out for them. They score some points. First down and 10. Panthers have it for the first time. Marauders bouncing up and down at the line of scrimmage. We're going to hand off going left-hand side, and the Marauders' right side of their defense knocks them down for no gain.
Well, Tabaras, the quarterback, just a sophomore out here for the Coconino Panthers, so obviously they're looking for some future work here from their quarterback.
He's a second-year man, JB. Big fella. I remember him last year. That's what we were talking about on the way up. He's like a Cam Newton type of fella. Here's the snap, and they'll look to throw this time. Rolling right, throwing right. Got a man open on the right, and he makes a catch out to the 31-yard line. And a first down. Well, maybe. No, looks like he's going to be shy of a first down. It's going to be close, however. Ray Crank, 5'8", 200-pound spark plug of a junior. He's more like a fire hydrant, I think, instead of a spark plug, JB, at 5'8", 200. And they're going to bring out the sticks. Why not? It's only about 8 degrees out. May as well hang out a little bit longer to see if that's a first down.
Is it that cold?
Well, now we've got, they got to back way out. I was going to say, now we've got Coconino backing up. I didn't see a penalty, but they're backing up to get out of the way of the sticks. 9:39. We're 2 minutes and 21 seconds into the action, and we have a delay, so we can bring out the sticks and see if it's a first down for the Panthers. It looked short where they tackled them, but they moved the ball a little bit. And pull the chains, and it looks like they're going to have a first down. It is, just by the nose of the ball. Well, now we're going to have to make them fumble.
All right, well, Coach Dixon, the defensive coordinator for the Mingus Marauders and owner of Reese's Tire in Cottonwood, one of our proud sponsors, probably challenged his defense to not give up a first down.
He did.
I believe that's the challenge every game.
Oh. I was going to say, man, you can't give that up in your first drive. My challenge is don't score. Here's a snap, and they're going to look to handoff. It's coming to Crank again, and Crank is going to continue to motor along out to about the 37-yard line. A good run on first down. He got about 5, maybe 6, depending on the spot. And the Panthers are moving the ball themselves.
Well, it appears to be these two guys that are pretty much the offense so far, Tabaras and Crank.
Yep.
Cranky's either running it or receiving it.
And he doesn't appear to be the type of player that's going to have breakaway speed.
Well, the other thing that seems to be part of the Coconino offensive.
Here they go. Now there's old Coco spreading it out.
There we go.
Two splitting wide left. I formation behind sophomore quarterback Tavares. They're going to hand off the left-hand side, and wham, at the 40. Mingus Broyles came in and knocked him back. However, a gain of about 3 yards. I'm trying to see who it was that ran. I thought it was a number 22.
22? No, I don't think so. 22 would be Marcus Martinez-Bacchus.
And it was 26.
There we go.
Austin Herhe. Herreh.
That might have been phonetic.
Yeah. Here's it's Herreh. What's that called?
Phonetic.
Yeah. There's
Crank gets the first down.
There's a first down out to the 45.
Well, we were staring at the program here.
I like the other one, Wheelon. How about Jamonte Brain? That's high expectations.
Right.
That's high expectations right there.
Right.
Your name's Brain. You better hit the book, boy. First down and 10. Here come the Panthers. They're approaching midfield all the way out to the 45-yard line. Marauder defense trying to put the clamps on. Handoff coming in the middle of the line, and Mingus puts the clamps on there. Nothing doing. They're going to give him a yard. Now they keep going in the middle, Jackie. It kind of looks like the old Marauder offense. Looks like the Marauder offense. Hit the middle, try outside.
Yep. Well, you made mention they got a pretty stout offensive line. Pretty decent size on the offensive line, so they're trying to take advantage of that. Eppinger on the tackle for the Mingus Marauders.
Second down, and they're going to call it 8 yards. I formation, one receiver on the left. Fake the handoff. Looking to throw up over the top to the right side, and incomplete. Intended for 84, Diedrich Wheelon, and Wheelon couldn't pick it up.
That was actually a pretty decent play. Caught the Mingus Marauders up them. Got caught a little bit up field and didn't quite get back quick enough. Those were just everybody running 9, and I'll toss the ball up there, see if you get behind him.
Yep, he didn't. 7:08 left, opening quarter, 7-0, the Marauders with the lead. Now it's third down and long. See the Marauders come after the quarterback this time. He'll drop back 5 steps, no pressure, jump pass, right side, has a man. It's Crank. He's not going to be anywhere near a first down. As a matter of fact, the Marauders come up with a ball. They're not going to give it to him. Levi Collins has the ball as they go out of bounds, and they're going to give him a gain of 1, bring up fourth down and 7. And the Marauders defense has put the clamps on and not allowed the Panthers across midfield.
Shell made first contact, and Collins cleaned it up. I like the way he strips the ball, though.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Get that big skin. Okay, so the Marauders set to return. Return man standing at the 21-yard line, awaiting the punt. The line of scrimmage is the 48. Here's a left-footed boot, and it's angled. Oh, what a shank. Way out of bounds. And let's see where the little referee man climbing up the field goes. To the 30-yard line, and he's on the move. To the 35, and he's still going. Out to the 37-yard line. So that was a punt of 15 yards. First down and 10, Marauders, 37-yard line. That's where they started their last drive at, JB, and it was, 3 plays and a touchdown.
Yeah, no, definitely true. Zach, I was just thinking that typically if you have an offense that struggles during the course of the season.
You got a pretty good punter?
Yeah, normally you've got a decent kicking game just out of the practice.
That's right. He gets lots of practice.
So we'll see if that young man can do better than that. I'm pretty sure he has to be able to.
First down and 10, Marauders. Here's the snap, and it's going to be Helsel going right side on the sweep. Helsel now trying to get to the outside, cuts back inside. He's hit, spun around, and now finally down. At the 45-yard line, a gain of 8 on the play. Second down and 2 now, as the Marauders will go back into a huddle.
Well, Mingus looking to get everything they possibly can, especially on a game like this. Zach, you start to wonder how many carries, offensive carries, you might get in a game before some of the underclassmen start taking your spot. Speaking of which...
Well, Helsel is only a junior.
That's true, that's true. Speaking of which, the freshman and JV squads did well.
Here's a pitch coming to the left-hand side. The Marauders trying to break a tackle in the backfield, and it's not going to happen. Jesse Rios, the ball carrier that time. Couldn't shake the tackle. Good play that time. That was hole number 26 again, Austin Herreh. And the Marauders are backed up now. It's third down and about 6 yards for Mingus.
Well, spread that one out just a little bit too much. And Herreh coming in from a outside linebacker position. Might even be. Oh, yeah, he's an outside linebacker.
We're about to get some good tuba action right here, JB. Here we go. The band kicking it in. Third down and long. Navarez flushed out of the pocket. He breaks a tackle. Navarez on the run to the 40, the 45, jumps over a tackler. He's got a first down. Still on his feet to the left-hand side. Navarez on a break into the left side. One man to beat to the 30-yard line. He's caught and tripped up and down at the 21. Micah Navarez with a long run for the Mingus Marauders of about 36 yards, and it's first down and 10. Mingus Navarez may be at about 100 himself already here in the first quarter. Two long runs by the Mingus Marauder quarterback. That one zigzagging through the defense, slithering away and down the left-hand side before finally being tripped up.
That's one of those kind of runs where you outrun your blockers. They don't know which way to block.
He's got to be around 100 on JB.
He is at 83 on 2 carries.
440. Here's a handout to Collins to the left-hand side. Collins carrying defenders with him. And he's not going to get the big 11-yarder like his average, but he will have about 5 or 6 there on first down for the Marauders.
Collins also a junior. Mingus looking to have him back again next year as well. In fact, Dakota Hanks leads the team with 465 yards on 86 carries. Collins has 302 yards on 26 carries.
Second down and 5. The Marauders will spread it out. 2 receivers on the right. And now Navarez throws a screen pass to the right-hand side to Rios, who outruns the defender to the 10. Rios to the 5, to the end zone. Touchdown, Marauders! Jesse Rios takes it to the house from 16 yards out in the Mingus Marauders. Oh, sorry, from 21 yards out. No. Yeah, from 16 yards out, and the Marauders add to the lead, 13-0 with 3:53 left to go here in the opening quarter of play, and the Marauders will look to attempt the extra point.
Well, great job. A simple screen to the outside, and Rios gets the corner. And
the extra point, is up and no good. Looked like it was wide right, and it was. And that is going to keep the Marauders at 13. 3:53 left to go. We'll take a break and be back with the Marauder kickoff coming up here in the first quarter. 13-0 Mingus.
It's time for the year's best deals on the industry's best-selling machines during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Rebates up to $1,000 and financing as low as 2.99% on machines built to tackle your off-road passions. Hurry to your Polaris dealer today. Deals this good won't last long. Huge rebates and incredible financing going on now during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
Back at Coconino High School, the Marauders add on to their lead, now 13-0 as they kick off, and the kickoff goes into the end zone where it is going to be a touchback. Jacobo with a good boot that time and kicks it all the way into the end zone. The Panthers will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. 3:52 left in the opening quarter. Jackie, the Marauders have been in the end zone twice already.
And quite easily. 4-play drives both times. Zach, something I noticed about Jacobo at the beginning of the season, I don't know if you remember, he was kicking him straight into the end zone in the air. And then during the course of the season as we went on, then he started trying to get the ball to hit somewhere around the 5-yard line or somewhere along those lines. That's the first touchback he's had in a couple of games.
First down and 10 Panthers. Tavares set under center, and he'll pitch to the right side, and he's going to have it off to Hara, and Hara is knocked down, met nose to nose by Levi Collins, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards on the carry, bringing up 2nd down and 6 now for the Panthers.
Well, Collins is having a pretty good game defensively already. Probably about the 4th time we've called his name on tackles.
Yeah, Levi's been on it already. And he had a carry. 2nd down and 6 now as the Panthers head back to the line of scrimmage, working from the right hash mark. One back in the backfield, lineman set down. Here's a snap, and the quarterback looks to hand off, inside handoff on a draw that time, and the Marauders not full. Ball carrier number 1, Ray Crank, and Crank picks up 2 across the 25 to 26, where it's now 3rd down and 4 for the Coconino Panthers, who trail with 3 minutes left in the opening quarter, 13-0.
Interesting enough, Coconino had 2 first downs in their last drive before they stalled out. They were able to move the ball in the middle of the field. pretty decently. A couple of passes that were well placed, but Mingus able to get around it.
Here's the big third down play for the Marauder defense. See if they can pin them deep again here. Here's the snap. Quarterback rolling left this time, throwing across his body, and it's nearly intercepted by Tiffany, and it's going to fall incomplete. That's just as good for Mingus, although Tiffany would have scored. The incomplete pass on the deflection will bring up fourth down and force the Panthers into a punting situation where last time they got off a big, booming, soaring 15-yarder.
Yeah, I'm sure that wasn't their best effort punting the ball.
And the Marauders will await the punt with the return man at the 40-yard line. The punter standing at his own 15. Line of scrimmage is the 27. This is a much better punt. Tiffany will back up, touch it, and fumble it, and it rolls way past him. Now he's got to pick it up and try to run. He's still bouncing it around his hand, and it's fumbled again, and the Panthers are going to jump on it, and Coconino will have it. First down and 10 from the Marauder 12 or 13-yard line. Big error that time by Tiffany. Never did have a handle on it, and the ball bounces past him and all the way inside the 20-yard line, and a big break for the Panthers, trailing 13-0 here in the opening quarter. And now they've got the ball in the Marauder red zone after the turnover on the missed special teams play.
Well, very unfortunate for Tiffany. He had, 6, 7, 8 shots at that, playing tip drill to himself. Could not find the handle. I wonder if the colder weather had anything to do with that, or was it the oiled pigskin?
First down and 10. Marauder defense. Now they're back up against the wall. Pitch coming to the right-hand side. Cutting back into the middle. Big hit by the Marauders. And it's Anthony Broyles that drills Austin Hara and knocks him down for a short gain, maybe a yard. They're going to mark the ball at the 13-yard line, maybe the 12. They started in between the 13 and 14. Under 2 minutes left, opening quarter, 13-0 Mingus. They were about ready to really add on to this thing before the botched punt return and gave the ball to the Panthers inside the 15-yard line. Second down and 9 now for the Panthers at the Marauder 12. I formation, they'll fake the handoff. Quarterback rolls left, looking to throw again. Now he's going to look to run to the sideline and towards the end zone, hit and out of bounds. Shy of the end zone at the 1-yard line. However, it will be a first down. First and goal now, Panthers, with 1:28 left to go in the opening quarter, and the Marauders up 13-0. There's a chance Mingus could have been up 20-0. Instead, it might be 13-7.
Yeah, making a potential game of it. Mingus has seemingly had trouble with quarterbacks that can scamper and run this year. That's been probably one kink in the defensive armor.
They got Crank at fullback and Hara at the tailback position. A handoff coming up the middle, and the Panthers are in for a touchdown. It was Crank that time, got the carry right up the middle, and Crank gets the Panthers on the board after the Marauder miscue. 1:11 left in the opening quarter of play. The Marauders lead 13-6. The extra point attempt coming here by Crank. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's number 14. Ricardo Miranda in to attempt the extra point. Another left-footed kicker. The extra point attempt is up. It's a line drive and a bullet to boot. It's good for one, and the Marauders lead shaved to 6, 13-7 with 1:11 left in the opening quarter. We'll be back with the Marauder kick return coming up after this.
Hi, I'm John Andretti for Window World, America's largest replacement window company. Made in the USA. That's a powerful statement. It's also our story. Window World was born here, and the products we sell and install are made here. Our stores are locally owned, so your money goes to work here in our community. We think that making American homes more energy efficient goes hand in hand with protecting American jobs. Window World, American made, American owned.
Visit the new location at 101 Air Park Road in Cottonwood. Call 649-9111, ROC number 286642.
Back at Coconino High School, the Marauders set to return the ball for the first time tonight, and it's an onside kick. Bouncing through to the second level, where it's taken by Tiffany. Tiffany to the right-hand side, breaking the tackle. He's trying to make up for the missed punt. Tiffany out to the left-hand side now, and across midfield he goes putting on the speed, finally caught, corralled, and tackled by A.J. Chambers, but not before a good return by Herb Tiffany all the way across midfield. The Marauders will start first down and 10 from the Coconino 43-yard line.
Well, once again, the Mingus Marauders will go east to west across the field quite liberally, and sometimes it is hard to block. What I'm amazed with the long runs Mingus has had in this kickoff return, as well as the other one, we haven't seen a block in the back yet, Zach.
First down and 10, Marauders in scoring position again. Handoff going to Helsel on the right side. He's getting a great block down the field. Helsel follows his block and still zigzagging and juking and jiving in between defenders. And JB, I got to give it out there to the Mingus Marauder offensive lineman that really opened that one. That was Jake Hockman. Had his guy just, we may have had a pancake on that one. Jake Hockman with a great block. Watch number 59 coming from his guard position. Wham! Takes on the big guy. Watch him just drive him backwards. Nothing you can do. And then Helsel runs right by him, followed his block. Great job by Hockman. Great job by Helsel to see what was happening out in front of him. First down and 10 Marauders. And they're going to hand off up the middle this time, and it's fumbled by Collins. But Navarez, with a good awareness, is able to jump on it and save possession for the Mingus Marauders. And now I look, and it's not Collins. It's 23 Dakota Hanks that was the ball carrier that put it on the ground before Navarez was able to rescue it.
Well, that's very unusual for Hanks.
Yes.
That is extremely unusual. That's got to be cold hands.
10 seconds left in the quarter, 13-7. Mingus with the ball, second down and 10. From the shotgun, Helsel's got it, sweeping right side again. Helsel out in the open. Helsel down the right side, spun around, still chugging along, and he'll have it inside the 10. First and goal, Marauders, when we start the second quarter of play. 13-7, Mingus with the lead at the end of the opening quarter. When we come back, first and goal, Mingus from the 6. We'll be back with second quarter action coming up after this.
For almost half a century, Verde Valley Guidance Clinic has helped people seeking recovery from mental illness and substance use disorders. Now is the dawn of a new day in healthcare. With the addition of Valley Medical Center and Verde Valley Connections Primary Care, we now offer a balanced approach to healthcare. Our pediatricians, physicians, and nurse practitioners are available to assist children and adults of all ages to get well and stay healthy. New patients are welcome. As the oldest community behavioral health clinic in northern Arizona, the professionals at Verde Valley Guidance Clinic have helped thousands of families and individuals reach their recovery goals. Our 2 primary care offices are located in Cottonwood, with behavioral health facilities in Cottonwood, Camp Verde, and Sedona. Our clinics now accept Access, Medicare, and private insurance. Verde Valley Guidance Clinic. We provide quality health care for both your body and your mind.
Back at Coconino High School, the Mingus Marauders lead 13-7 as we start the second quarter of play. Mingus looking to add on to that lead. First down and goal from the 6-yard line, working from the right hash mark, going from left to right across your radio dial. One back in the backfield, they're going to give it to him. It's Hanks, and he's hit deep in the backfield by the big 300-pound fellow that time, JB. Dakota Salloway, 6'4", 300, meets Dakota Hanks in the backfield, and the Marauders lose a couple yards. Second down and goal now from the 9.
Well, Dakota Hanks gets absolutely buried on that. It was like nobody blocked the big guy from the Panthers, and Dakota paid the price for that one.
Yeah, I mean, you got the biggest guy in the field. You think somebody might try to block him. It's not like you miss him or something. Hey, where'd that guy come from?
You know, he's wearing black. It's kind of dark. Maybe we didn't see him.
He's big. Handoff, no, it's going to keep it. Navarre's rolling, Navarre's throwing. He's got a man, and Rios dropped it. Third down and goal, Marauders from the 9.
Well, that is
May have been a little behind him.
Just a tad. Rios, though, interesting, when he was running the ball, he was having trouble getting around the corner. However, you throw the ball to him out there where he's got a little bit of that edge.
Uh-oh,
yep.
Here comes Tanner Karen into the ball game, JB. The last 3 weeks, that spelled trouble for the opponents.
2 touchdown receptions last week against the Bulldogs.
Third down and goal from the 9-yard line. Hey, we may see Jacobo into a kick a field goal if the Marauders don't score here. Rolling out, Navarez looking to throw. He does throw again behind his intended receiver, who was at the 5-yard line and wasn't going anywhere from there. Rios unable to cover the catch, and here comes Jacobo. Jackie, we may have a Mingus Marauder record. We're going to have to look, and it probably won't take long to do. But we could have 3 field goals in 3 consecutive games for the Marauders. I'm not sure that the 2 in a row is the record to begin with.
It very well could be. But 3 would, in my 22 years.
Nope, it never happened.
Nope.
Jacobo for the field goal attempt of 25 yards. The kick is up and good, but whistles blew before the play. And the Marauders may be kicking this one from a little further away.
If they find the ball.
Yeah, right. That might be over there on the baseball field. Oh, it looks like they're pointing to the D. Well, now do the Marauders kick a field goal, or do they take it 4th and goal from the 4?
Now, encroachment usually means a free play, yes?
Well, I don't, yeah. Well, they threw the whistle. They blew the whistle and threw the flag before the play started, before the snap. So now the Marauders have it from the, yeah, here goes the kicking team off the field.
Oh, that's got.
Oh, no, yeah, Mingus. I thought he was going to say Coconino called a timeout. Mingus calls a timeout. 11:09, just underway in the second quarter. 13-7, the Marauders lead. They've got the ball at the 3-yard line, 4th down and goal. We'll be back to see what they do after this.
Two things we can count on every year.
A new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Back at Coconino High School, and the Marauders have decided that since we have it at the 3, and our defense is pretty good, we're going to go for it.
There goes the Mingus record for continuous field goals.
Game's young. Handoff coming to the right-hand side, running the end zone. No problem. Touchdown. Anthony Broyles rolls through the defense to the right-hand side and picks up another Marauder touchdown. Mingus now leading 19-7 with 11:04 left to go here in the second quarter. Anthony Broyles, JB, I think he was running so hard Coconino didn't want to touch him.
I wouldn't want to. Holy cow, he runs with attitude, does he not?
No doubt. Now here's Jacobo and attempt the extra point. This is only 20. Oh no, the Marauders are going to fake it and go for the 2-point conversion. Throw to the back of the end zone, and it's intercepted. Won't count. Intended for the freshman, Trevor Galloway. Stepping in front of him to intercept the ball was Spencer McMahon. Good play by the D that time. The Marauders giving away points, leading by 12 with 11:04 left to go in the second quarter. 19-7, the Marauders with the lead, and they'll be kicking off when we come back after this.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find Digitel, your Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, Willow Crossroads, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
The Marauders kickoff, it's bouncing around and taking it at the 20-yard line. Coming straight up the field and caught it down. Good return, however, out to about the 39-yard line. One of the up guys, old number 40, came back with the play. It looks like 40 is Willis Sanford. And Sanford with the return all the way out to the 39-yard line.
Did exactly what he was supposed to do. You get that ball and head it upfield.
First down and 10 Panthers from the 40-yard line. Marauders defense has been playing pretty well, JB. See old Isaiah Baker down there at the nose guard position, ready to do some damage for the Marauders defensive line. Push the center into the backfield. Quarterback hit as he throws. It's anybody's ball. And, no yellow? Wow. Jesse Rios got away with a push that time. I think the official may have said that he was just going for the ball, but he was with the left hand. The right hand was giving him a little kidney punch there in the back.
Nah. Incidental contact. Isn't that what they call that? Incidental contact?
That's what I'd call it.
Right.
It looked incidental to me.
Actually, the problem was he got turned around and then started reading the receiver's eyes and just tried to get up and bat that thing away right at the last minute. Could have been that the referee thought it might have been uncatchable, though.
Second down and 10. Now I formation. The quarterback fakes a handoff to the right, throws a screen pass back to the left, and well, he's lucky that Crank didn't catch it, JB, because it would have been for a minus a yard. And what's that? A flag just came flying in.
Mike Wood did a little extracurricular activity with a block in the back after the game, or after the play was over.
Oh, Mike Wood.
And looked like it might have been on either Dakota Hanks or I think it was Hanks that was the recipient of the whiplash.
Oh, Mike Wood at 6 foot 240. He's not the kind of guy you want coming in and jacking you up from behind after the play.
No. Especially from behind.
Right.
I heard him, Coach.
Well, he saw a big block our number 59 put on in that last drive, Jake Hockman, where he blew up probably him on the play. He thought he was going to try to hit somebody back.
Yeah, but not after the whistle and not, after the play and in the back.
So now should be repeat a second down. They've got third down on the board, but I think, it may have been after the play, huh?
It was.
Oh, okay, so it is third down. Third down at 25. And here's the snap. Quarterback rolling to the right. Now he's going to hand off. Coming to the left-hand side. Marauders not fooled. And a big hit at the 33-yard line. Riding him down is going to be Marshall Schill. And a short gain that time for Austin Hara. And now the Panthers are going to have to punt. They're going to mark it right at the 35-yard line. So he picked up about 10 yards. And it will be fourth down and 15 now as the Marauders have changed their punt returner, JB. He put that thing on the ground. We're going to put somebody else out there. Looks like Jesse Rios is going to be the return man this time for Mingus.
Well, they've gone back and forth with that.
That's true.
They've kind of platooned.
Yeah. And they're expecting a much better punt. Oh, there's a flag, and the punt is a low line drive wobbler that bounces at the 26, or at the 36, rolls about the 30, where it's picked up by Rios. Rios down the middle of the field, down to the left-hand side, breaking a tackle, staying on his feet, and diving forward across the 40 for an extra yard. However, there is a flag in the backfield, and it's going to be a false start on Coconino. I believe the Marauders will decline that, and they will take the ball at about their own 41-yard line to start this drive. 10 minutes left to go here in the half. 19-7, the Marauders on top, and JB, if not for the botched punt return for the Marauders, Coconino wouldn't be on the board. Mingus could have another 7 up there, or even more if they would make some extra points. And we could be looking at this thing getting to continuous clock in the first half with the Marauders having the ball back here.
Well, you're absolutely right. The Coconino Panthers recipients of the covered punt right around the 12-yard line, so that made a short field. Now, Coconino's actually picked up about 3 first downs in the game so far, so they've been able to actually put the ball together a little bit. In fact, 2 first downs on their first drive, and then Mingus started shutting them down from that point, and they started self-destructing. However, this is the other part of it. Mingus has 19 points, Zach, on 14 plays.
Right.
So better than a point per play.
All right. Let's see how they do here. First down and 10. Mingus from their own 40-yard line. Here's the snap, and they're going to hand off left-hand side to Tiffany with blockers out in front. Tiffany's got a first down. He's still on his feet. And now finally spun around and down at the 40-yard line of the Panthers. A gain of 20 on first down. First down and 10. Mingus now from the Panther 40-yard line.
Well, Tiffany's sure running like he's got something to prove, doesn't he?
You know, Jackie, that punt was a 14-point swing for the Marauders, kind of, if they would have scored on that possession. You put that up there in a touchdown here, and you're at 40 points. The Marauders would be running a continuous clock about halfway through the first half. Ouch. That's how Mojave got it. First down and 10, Mingus from the gun now. Navarez looking right. Navarez throwing right. He's got Tanner Karen out in between 4 defenders. Karen with the grab inside the 25 and down to the 21. A gain of 19 on first down. So on 2 plays, the Marauders go 39 yards, and they're just outside the red zone.
Well, Karen's wondering what's wrong here because the last several times he has a reception, it's a touchdown.
Yeah, hey, man, I'm still 20 yards away from the end zone.
I told you not to throw it to me that quick.
Throw it to me again.
Right.
Galloway now splits wide to the right-hand side, and maybe Karen, no, I think it's Rios on the left-hand side. Set under center now. Here's a snap. Navarez, hands off. Looks like they're going up the middle, and it may have been, now we're going to wait till he gets up and tell you for sure. Yeah, it was. Levi Collins with the carry that time inside the 20 down to the 18. A gain of 3 and second down and 7 for Mingus. 9 minutes left in the opening half of play. 19-7. The Marauders comfortably ahead and looking to score again.
Well, to go to Hanks tells Collins, oh, you run against a 300-pound kid. You run up the middle up there.
Your turn.
Yep.
Karen split to the right. From the gun, here's a snap and a handoff coming to Helsel. Helsel breaking through the line, making a man miss and diving up. Now flag comes in. Diving inside the 15 to about the 13, about a yard shy of a first down. But we're going to have holding on Mingus, and that's going to bring it back. It'll remain second down, but now it's going to be second and long for Mingus.
Well, that was actually a good call against the Marauders. Little cutback move there was exceptionally wide open. Because of a little extracurricular hand activity.
8:32 left, second quarter of play. Marauders leading 19-7, and the ball will be moved all the way back to just shy of the 30-yard line. The Marauders have to get down to about the 12 for a first down. Remain second. Galloway to the right. Looks like Rios, or it might be, no, looks like Simmons wide to the left-hand side. 2 wingbacks on the left, 1 on the right. Here's the snap. And a screen pass going left-hand side to Helsel. Helsel looking to put on the speed to the 20, to the 15. Helsel cuts it back in. He's going to have a first down inside the 10. First and goal, Mingus at the 9-yard line of the Panthers. Well, Mingus got back that penalty yardage and more. A first down. Good run that time by Helsel. He saw some room out to run, Jackie, and he put on some of that 4.3 speed we heard about last year. And Helsel picks up the first down for Mingus all the way to the 8-yard line.
Well, he's got another 21 yards on that. Helsel's got 67 yards on 4 touches.
Wow, he's trying to catch Navarez. First and goal, Mingus. They'll split Rios to the right. Can't tell who's on the left. Looks like Karen. In the backfield is Collins. Here's the snap, and Collins has it to the left-hand side. Cuts it back into the middle, and now he's knocked backwards at about the 5. It looks like they're going to say at about the 6. So a gain of almost 3 on first down. It's second down and goal now. The Marauders have the ball at officially the 7.
Collins is wondering what happened here. Last game he's got 113 yards rushing the ball. Well, 63 yards on one of it. He's got 11 yards on 3 carries tonight.
Second down and goal play. Man in motion. They're going to hand it to him. It's Helsel coming to the right-hand side. Cutting back in the middle behind Collins. Helsel in the end zone. Touchdown! Javin Helsel with a couple of nice moves out in the open field. Knocking Panthers to the ground. Breaking ankles, as they say. And the Marauders back in the end zone. 25 points here in the opening quarter and a half. There's still 7:19 left to go in the second quarter. And here comes Jacobo to attempt the extra point. We think the Marauders lined up to attempt the extra point last time and went for the fake 2-point conversion. Let's see what they do here. Navarez with the hold. The kick for Jacobo is up and good. And the Marauders lead now 26-7 with 7:19 left to go in the opening half of play. We'll be back with the Marauder kickoff coming up right after this.
Think back to all those rules you heard growing up.
Don't get dirty.
You'll always remember those rules.
Don't run with scissors.
Now, not only can you bend some of those rules,
Don't talk to strangers.
you can turn them into a career.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Imagine your possibilities. So when you want to expand your job skills or explore a new career path, don't be afraid to take some chances. Push your boundaries. Trust in your abilities. Yavapai College. Life explored.
Well, the Marauder offense seems to be in fine fashion here tonight, JB. 26 points on the board and, about 17 minutes of play. Here's the kickoff taken by an up man at the 20-yard line and a full head of steam and wham at the 35. Well, that was one of those, I'm just going to put both hands around the ball and run as fast as I can until somebody hits me. And the Marauders were happy to oblige. And number 40, Willis Sanford, is knocked down after a good return out to about the 37-yard line.
Interesting enough, it was Jacobo that put the lick on him. How about that?
Hey, you gotta like that.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, kickers that can hit.
Did you see that guy from the Colts a couple weeks ago light that dude up coming down the sideline? Of course he did. That was against the Broncos.
Yeah, it was against the Broncos. And I have to say, Holiday had a little bit too much lip and probably deserved that one.
First down and 10. Panthers with the ball. They got a new quarterback in the game, and they're going to hand off to the right side on a little misdirection play. The Marauders not too fooled, and they stay at home and make the tackle about 3 or 4 yards down the field, Jackie. New quarterback, number 12, Jess Kuehl, Jr., 6'1", 155 pounds, and he's in running the offense here for the Panthers.
Well, now that's interesting. You bring in the junior to replace the sophomore.
And I'm looking at the sophomore over here on the sideline. Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with him. Just hasn't been efficient.
Well, maybe they're still trying to figure out who is next year's quarterback, huh?
Yeah, no doubt. Second down and 6 now for the Panthers. 6.5 minutes left to go in the quarter. And here's a pass, a high looper that's tipped up and nearly intercepted again by Herb Tiffany. Man, you throw a lollipop like that, and the defense is going to have a chance to get to it. Tiffany's got plenty of speed to get there, and that time he was just an offensive player in the way from making an interception.
That's when the defensive back's eyeballs get so big they don't fit in the helmet anymore.
Man, you see that thing floating up there? It's like a balloon. You keep trying to get to it. It keeps bouncing away.
Dang balloon.
Yeah. Third down and 6 from the 41-yard line. Marauder D looking to get the ball back here. Still 6.5 minutes left to go in the first half. The Marauders up 26-7. Here comes the snap. Fake a handoff. Now they are going to hand off the draw. And the Marauders all over it in the backfield. They'll lose a couple of yards back to the 39. Looks like they may give them, what do we got going on here at the 45-yard line? We've got looks like they got their helmets locked together.
Holy cow, when do you see that?
It was Crank and a Marauder who was down on the ground. And they've taken Crank's helmet off as the two players had their helmets locked together there on the ground. And now the Marauder, who has Crank's helmet stuck to him, is trying to get out there, taking his helmet off too. And who is that out there? It looks like, is that Hanks, 23?
It looks like it is.
I think it is, yeah. All right, well, they won't make them leave the field for losing their helmet. But the Marauders defense does come up big on third down, and a loss of 1 officially to the 40-yard line will force the Panthers into a punt here. And why, Jackie? When you're down 26-7 in the first half, go for it, huh?
Especially when Mingus is picking up chunks of 20 and 30 a play.
No doubt. Oh, Marauders jump. It won't be enough for a first down. Well, the Panthers may have drawn them across, so yeah, that's what they're saying. They're saying illegal motion. That'll back Coconino up 5.
Defensive captain out there, Broyles, very quick to point.
Yeah, he know which way we were going.
Well, you know what? That is huge. That is huge, because if they threw the flag and they weren't sure, and you're positive, you can influence that.
Fourth down and 12 now. And the snap is bobbled, picked up, and punted away. Not a bad punt. It's got some good hang time, and the Marauders will just back away. And Mingus will have their worst starting field position of this game. First down and 10, Mingus from their own 26. Marauder offense coming out on the field with a 19-point advantage, 26-7 with 5:43 left to go in the opening half of play. Jackie, Mingus has looked good on offense tonight.
Well, they have. And not too bad on defense.
No, very good.
I mean, the Coconino Panthers have 20 plays offensively in their first half here so far, and have been able to accumulate 56 yards of offense.
Very good.
2.8 yards per play is what the defense is holding them to.
See if Mingus goes deep on first down. First down and 10 from their own 27-yard line. It looks like is where they're going to mark the ball. And the Marauders looking to run, and it's going to be, who is? Oh, it's Helsel. Helsel out in the open. Helsel breaking a tackle to the midfield, to the 40. Helsel on a foot race down the right sideline, and he's gone to the end zone. Javin Helsel takes it to the deep. Helsel takes it 72 yards. Oh, flag on the play. Way back. Oh, looks like it's going to be against Coconino. Jake Hockman involved with it. He's just now getting up, and the referee makes a signal that it's going to be against the Panthers. Javin Helsel with a 72-yard touchdown run on first down, and the Marauders lead now 32-7 with 5:27 left to go in the opening half of play. Javin Helsel up over the century mark, JB, and averaging about 40 yards a carry.
Well, 25. He's got 5 carries, 2 touchdowns, and 125 yards. By far his best performance of the year.
I think he wants to see the POG over his name at the end of the game.
I think so.
And so far, he's got my vote.
Of course, Digital at this point is rooting for him too, right?
Looks, yeah, for sure. Looks like they're going to add the penalty onto the kickoff for the Marauders. Watch them go onside. Jacobo in to attempt the extra point. Here's the snap, good hold. Kick is up, looks true, and it's good. The Marauders lead 33-7 with 5:27 left to go here in the opening half of play. We'll be back to Coconino High School. Marauders kicking off after this.
Service, convenience, price. Taylor Waste is locally owned and voted #1 in residential garbage collection for the past 8 years in a row. And right now, new customers will enjoy 2 months free service with your switch to Taylor Waste. Add an extra container and take part in Taylor Waste's popular clean recycling program as well.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Back at Coconino High School, the ball is going to be moved all the way to the Coconino 45-yard line after the personal foul on the 72-yard touchdown run by Javin Helsel. And the Marauders will kick off from the Panther 45, and makes you believe the way that these last couple of kickoffs have been to an up man and a line drive kick. The Marauders may look to go onside here.
Well, they've got the ball set up at the right hash mark, so they certainly have the personnel on the left side of the ball, don't they, Zach?
Royals and Simmons right there sniffing it up as they look to kick it away. They'll kick it away deep and way through the end zone. Yep, that ball didn't even land in the end zone. It went all the way through the end zone. So I guess some Marauders trying to not show up their opponent, letting them have the ball.
Well, maybe so. Either that, it was, okay, Jacoba, not too many games left. Here's your shot to try to put the ball through the uprights from the 40-yard line, right?
He didn't come close on that.
He almost had the distance.
I thought he was going to kick it out of bounds.
Yeah. Now that would have worked too.
Oh, boy. Well, and then out of bounds before it got to the end zone.
Well, yeah.
That would not have worked.
I know. Then
you're kicking off from the 45 and they get hit the 35.
Right.
Oops.
Yeah, that would not work with the averages. Speaking of averages, Mingus offensively averaging 13.72 yards per play. Per play. 302 yards of offense here in the first half so far.
First down and 10, Panthers from their 20-yard line. Marauder defense bouncing around out there. Can't wait to hit somebody. And we've got a delay of game on Coconino, JB.
Oh.
After not returning the kickoff, getting the ball to the 20-yard line and running out there, the Panthers could not get the playoff in time.
And did not take any time off the clock.
No. Have it 1st and 15 from the 15-yard line. The Marauders thinking 5:26. We could score another couple times.
Very possibly. I mean, especially with one-play drives.
They've got 7 touchdowns in 1.5 quarters, which makes you think in that other half a quarter.
Yep.
Probably be able to pick up 2 more touchdowns. Handoff coming up the middle for the Panthers, and a good gain on first down of about 8 yards. Out past the original line of scrimmage. Looks like they're going to mark him at about the 24-yard line, where it'll be second down, and well, we'll say 6.
Hare has been their most successful running back so far. He's got 7 carries, 25 yards.
Second down play. Panthers break the timeout. They break their huddle. Might be thinking about getting a timeout. Power I formation, pro set. Here's a snap and a pitch coming to the left-hand side. And the Marauders, big hit in the backfield and down. That time's number 5 coming in for the Mingus Marauders and making a big hit. Ulysses Hernandez, happy to be back out on the gridiron, JB. Comes up and makes a big hit in the backfield. And, well, they're going to give him progress to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he lost about a foot or two. And it brings up 3rd down and 6.
Hernandez, unfortunately, had and held his spot for 2 games on the Northern Arizona Rehabilitation and Fitness Injury Report.
I think Coconino's just trying to run out the clock. Here's the 3rd down play, and the quarterback's going to throw. And now he's rolling right, and now he's throwing a wide open guy who catches it and lays down.
Wow.
At the 35-yard line for a 1st down.
Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me.
Yeah. Oh, that's our man Brain. See? It's Jamonte Brain. A 5'9", 140-pound receiver makes the catch and does the don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me thing.
He's probably sitting out there in the middle of the zone defense going, don't throw it to me. Don't.
Right. I know I look open, but don't throw it to me, please.
They're within 10 yards of me. Don't throw.
These guys are hitting. 1st down and 10. Here's a snap and a handoff coming up the middle and breaking one tackle, then getting drilled at the 40. And here's an extra hit in the back by the Marauders. Who's that? Number 20 came in, made sure he got a good lick on him. That's Rigoberto Garcia Rangel comes in to make sure he gets a good shot in the back as well.
He wasn't down.
No.
Progress was still going forward.
Oh, the Marauder coaching staff in trouble, getting yelled at over on the sideline. Encroaching on the field. Stay back, stay back.
Did it take this long?
Yep.
Normally that flag or warning comes out in the 1st quarter, doesn't it?
Yeah, we're almost to halftime. 3:45. This may be the longest drive of the game for the Panthers. They've got it 2nd down and 4 from their own 41. Here's a snap and a handoff up the middle and wham at the line of scrimmage. Wow. Ray Crank got smashed by about 5 Marauders right there at the line of scrimmage. And Mingus is bringing the stick with him when they're hitting tonight. 3rd down and 4 from the 41-yard line. Time running out here in the opening half. 3:20 left to go.
Crank beat Baker. Baker, Crank.
Wham.
Wham.
It was Baker, it was Eppinger, it was 20, it was 5. It was all kinds of guys out there taking hits at him. Here's a big 3rd down play. And a screen pass coming to the left-hand side. They got it to Brain again. Brain is going to be tackled shy of a 1st down, but not by much. It'll be 4th down and less than a yard. They need to get right to the 45-yard line. They've got it at the 44.5.
Well, believe it or not, he looked like he wanted to catch that one.
Yeah.
So he was on that one, so that was good. I'm going to go backward. I'm going to say the last reception he made, maybe he wanted to make sure that he had possession and maintain possession. Maybe he was bobbling and wanted to go to the ground for it. He knew he had enough for the 1st down.
Panthers going to go for it here on 4th and 1, and now flags come flying. That's probably bad news for Coconino as they had the 1st down on the run up the middle with Crank, but the flag coming from the linesman over on the Marauder side of the field, and he's pointing to the Coconino side, and it looks like the Marauders defense may get a little more room to work with here. We've got false start on the Panthers. Those are the kind of things that make coaches lose hair, JB.
Man, I must have been a great coach.
4th down and 6 now, and the Panthers are going to rethink their going for it on 4th and bring in the punter, Ricardo Miranda, to punt this thing away. 2:25 left to go in the 1st half. 33-7, the Marauders with the lead, and Tiffany back in to return the punt for Mingus.
Mingus overloads that left side.
Here's the snap. Punt is off. Good one. And Tiffany's going to let it bounce and just get away. Takes a Marauder bounce, but not by much, out to about the 22-yard line. And last time we saw the Marauders in this area, they ran it 72 yards for a touchdown. 2:05 left in the opening half. 33-7, Mingus with the lead.
Well, plenty of time left to try to punch one in again if Mingus so intends to.
Yeah, well, I think they do, and they should.
Well, if they had to go to the aerial attack, Navarez here tonight is 3 for 5, 55 yards and a touchdown.
Pretty good.
Yeah, no, not bad at all. I mean, that makes that quarterback rating rise a little bit.
Yeah, when you're up 33-7, 3 for 5, throwing the ball for a touchdown, that's about all you want to be.
Yep.
1st down play. The Marauders handoff coming right up the middle to Hanks, and man, nothing there. I'll tell you what, Dakota Hanks, who was a touchdown scoring machine last year, and even in the beginning of this year, has not been getting very many carries, and he's not been getting anywhere to run. Lost a yard.
Well, he still came into tonight as the leading rusher for the Mingus Marauders. And I wonder if Mingus is going to go to more of those plays. However, at the same time, you want to wonder how much credit you want to give to Salloway from the Coconino Panthers for blowing those up.
He's solid. Here comes the sweep to the right-hand side to Helsel again. Breaks a tackle and now caught and tackled at about the 30-yard line. And got to watch out when Helsel's got it in his hands, JB. That time they got him for a short gain of about 7-8 yards.
Right.
That's short for him.
It is. He's got 133 yards on 6 carries.
Yeah, Mr. Gilboy walking by out there, JB. Surprised he's not wearing his Green Bay Packers garb.
That's cold enough for it.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Gilboy, that is a beloved teacher at CMS. The kids just love him in math class. 3rd down and 2 now for the Marauders. Time ticking away, 50 seconds left. Oh, Panthers jump across the line. There's the flag, and that'll stop the clock and help the Marauders out. 2-way, stops the clock and gives them an automatic 1st down.
Well, that was the only way that the clock was going to be stopped. Mingus isn't going to stop it. If Mingus is going to get another touchdown here in the 1st half, they're going to have to do it with a pretty significant breakaway here.
Breakaway run. 47 seconds on the clock now. 1st down. They're going to start running it as they still don't have the chain set, but I think the referee is just happy to get this clock running. Down to 40 seconds. Marauders break their huddle. 1st down and 10 from the Mingus 36-yard line. Navarez in the gun. Rolls to the left. He's got 2 guys on the left-hand side. Now he's got a 3rd one. It's Helsel. Give it to Helsel. Helsel down the left sideline. He's out of bounds. 1st down across midfield. And with 24 seconds left to go in the opening half of play, the Marauders have it. 1st down and 10 at the Coconino 49.
And Mingus chooses to put the ball up, and he goes to the short man. He had 3 men on that side. The 2 deep ones probably covered a little better. Helsel has not been covered out of that backfield at all.
Now, why did they start the clock again if he ran out of bounds? 17 seconds left to go on the half. The Marauders have timeouts. I don't think they're worried about it here. They're looking for that breakaway you spoke of. Looking to throw again, and Navarez going deep down the right side. He's got the freshman Galloway, and it's incomplete. Defense got back that time and jumped up to make a play. It's Jamonte Brain that gets up and knocks that one away with 3 seconds left to go in the opening half. The Marauders have it 1st down and 49 from the Coconino 49-yard line.
Navarez, in fact, Galloway had probably about 2 steps on his man. Had Navarez been able to lead him a little bit more, Galloway wouldn't have to have slowed up a little bit to try to come back for the ball.
It's actually 2nd and 49 from the 49. With 3 seconds left here in the half. Marauders on top 33-7. Navarez set under center, which ordinarily means Marauders are going to run. Here's a snap and a fumble. And it's picked up by Navarez, who's being hit in the backfield, and he'll go down. That's the end of the opening half of play. The Marauders comfortably ahead, 33-7 over the Coconino Panthers. Mingus will kick the ball away to start the 2nd half of play. We'll be back with the Larry Green Chevrolet halftime report coming up after this.
This is Travis Reed from Larry Green Chevrolet and Hyundai of Cottonwood. People often refer to us as the people place. Let me assure you, whether it's our involvement in the community or with our customers that visit, we make it a priority to keep that reputation. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and our sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet and Hyundai of Cottonwood, 2 dealerships in 1 convenient location just off Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood. From all of us at Larry Green Chevrolet, Hyundai of Cottonwood, and the Green Auto Group,
we're better, and we'll prove it. The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market.
Next to KFC on Main Street, Cottonwood.
Go Marauders!
Think back to all those rules you heard growing up.
Don't get dirty.
You'll always remember those rules.
Don't run with scissors.
Now, not only can you bend some of those rules,
don't talk to strangers.
You can turn them into a career.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Imagine your possibilities. So when you want to expand your job skills or explore a new career path, don't be afraid to take some chances. Push your boundaries. Trust in your abilities. Yavapai College. Life explored.
Service, convenience, price. Taylor Waste is locally owned and voted #1 in residential garbage collection for the past 8 years in a row. And right now, new customers will enjoy 2 months free service with your switch to Taylor Waste. Add an extra container and take part in Taylor Waste's popular clean recycling program as well.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Welcome to the Halftime Report, brought to you by Larry Green Chevrolet. They're better and they'll prove it. In just a moment, we'll have a recap of the first half, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats. Now, let's head back live to the press box. Here's Zach Calandra.
Back in Coconino here at the half, the Marauders comfortably ahead, 33-7. The 7 points the Marauders basically gave to Coconino after a botched punt return for Mingus. They gave the Panthers the ball. First down and 10 at the 12-yard line. Coconino's actually able to move it, push it in the end zone, and scored their only touchdown of the game. Mingus, touchdowns all over the field, long runs. Javin Helsel's had a great first half. Micah Navarez has had a spectacular first 24 minutes as well. And Mingus comfortably ahead here, JB, 33-7 at the half. Mingus has huge numbers on the board in the first half of play.
A game's worth. They've got 320 yards from the line of scrimmage so far, and the Mingus Marauders have been absolutely tearing it up. The senior for the Mingus Marauders, Broyles, would score first in the first quarter, 10:40 left to go, and Broyles gets the Mingus Marauders on the board with a 1-yard plunge. You will not deny me. In fact, you will not touch me. In fact, that was like Red Rover, Red Rover. You put your arms out, and I'm going to just run through them, is what he did. Broyles got the touchdown, and the extra point by Jacobo was good. Mingus led 7-0. They wouldn't spend much time getting the ball back. In fact, 3:53 left to go, still first quarter action, and a 16-yard screen pass. Navarez finds Rios on the outside. Great blocking, and Mingus just cuts the corner. Rios trying to get him to the outside, and the senior for the Marauders gets in and scores the touchdown. The extra point, no good by Jacobo. By the way, both of those first 2 touchdowns set up by huge runs by Navarez. The first one, 45 yards. The second one, 38 yards, setting up both of those first 2 scores for the Mingus Marauders. So Navarez found his yards early in the game. Still first quarter action, 1:11 left to go, and the Coconino Panthers at home here at Cromer Field would get on the board first. A 1-yard or on the board for the first time. A 1-yard run. That one a little more difficult for Crank, and he gets in, scores the touchdown. Miranda gets the extra point, and all of a sudden it was close. Mingus was only up by 6, 13-7 over Coconino. Second quarter action, Mingus would break it open and not look back. 11:04 left to go in the second quarter, and Broyles would score again. This one, a 3-yard run off the right-hand side. This was following a penalty. Once again, Red Rover let Broyles in for the touchdown. And this one, Jacobo would have had his 3rd field goal in 3 games. However, the penalty, the encroachment penalty, gives the ball back to the Marauders at the 3. Coach Young decides to go for 6 instead of 3.
Calls a timeout.
Calls a timeout to do it. Apologized to Jacobo in the process. Puts Broyles out there. Broyles gets the touchdown. And the extra point, well, Mingus went for 2. And it was no good. Intercepted by McMahon out there by Coconino. So 19-7 the score early in the second quarter. 7:19 left to go, still second quarter, and Heisel would get his first of 2 touchdowns of the game. This one a 7-yard variety as he just kind of jet sweeps it around the corner. The linebacker comes through, whoop, scoop. Oh, he's going to miss there, and Heisel cuts the ball back well. And does a fantastic job. and finds that seam right through the middle of the field. And Jacobo was good with the extra point. It was 26-7. He would score again, this time a 72-yard breakaway. Man. And that was absolutely gorgeous. The first play from the line of scrimmage for the Mingus Marauders. And he'll come around, and what a great job of cutting the ball back. He does. In fact, he almost gets caught in the backfield, gets a block. He'll come into the inside here and then start to outrun everybody as he sweeps through that block right there, one to the outside.
The freshman Galloway giving him a good block.
As Galloway has done some nice blocking all game long, which is great. You love to see that.
And then this one, Jesse Rios running out in front of him, making that final block to make sure he gets the end zone.
There's got to be nothing better than running 72 yards when you got a wingman. That's perfect. The extra point by Jacobo was good, and here we are at halftime, 33-7. Mingus, as you made mention, comfortably ahead with 320 yards of total offense.
Yeah, looking pretty good. The defense looking pretty good as well. The only time they've been touched is when they gave up the ball at the 12-yard line. So a short field behind them. Marauders gave up points. Other than that, Mingus has been all over the Panthers here tonight. All right, fans, Marauders at home next week. They take on the Prescott Badgers. The Marauders hold on here tonight. That one's to get back to 500 in the final game of the season and possibly knock the Badgers out of the playoffs. You know that's what the Marauders are shooting for. Let's take a quick break right here. We'll bring you to the Coconino Band, who's been doing a great job out on the field as we head into our break. We'll be back for more of the Larry Green Chevrolet halftime report coming up after this.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find Digitel, your Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, Willow Crossroads, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
The Victory Red Tag Model Year End event. We're clearing out the last of our 2013 bikes. Now's the time to jump on our best deals on the best bikes on the planet. Get up to $2,000 in rebates, 0.99% financing, and a 5-year powertrain warranty. Get one while you still can.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
Hi, I'm John Andretti for Window World, America's largest replacement window company. Made in the USA. That's a powerful statement. It's also our story. Window World was born here, and the products we sell and install are made here. Our stores are locally owned, so your money goes to work here in our community. We think that making American homes more energy efficient goes hand in hand with protecting American jobs. Window World, American made, American owned.
Visit the new location at 101 Air Park Road in Cottonwood. Call 649-9111, ROC number 286642.
Your local Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. There are now 3 varieties of Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell. Nacho Cheese, Cool Ranch, and the new Fiery Doritos Locos Taco. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell, located on the corner of Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
2 things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Back at Coconino High School, the Coconino Band still out on the field doing a great job here tonight entertaining the fans. One of the better bands we've seen this year, JB. They've got the CHS spelled out there for Coconino High School right now. It's been all Mingus so far tonight. However, in this one, the Marauders have really just had their way with the Panthers, both offensively and defensively, as we are now in our Larry Green Chevrolet halftime report.
One thing I'm kind of surprised of, Mingus defensively does not have a takeaway so far in this game. Although, remember, in the first couple of games, Mingus was upside down horribly in the takeaway department. Through last game against against Kingman, Mingus had turned their turnover ratio around to a +6, which was absolutely wonderful. However, we don't have a fumble recovery. We don't have a takeaway yet. Mingus has fumbled the ball 3 times here tonight. Lost it once, but fumbled the ball 3 times. Not what we expected to see. However, we're still waiting on our pick of the week, an interception for the Marauders, so that we can tell you all about the Larry Green Chevrolet pick of the week, which happens to be a 2011 Hyundai Genesis 2.0T. $21,500, and as I understand it, only 11,500 miles on that one. So 21,500, 11,500 miles, and that, of course, at Larry Green Chevrolet and Hyundai here in Cottonwood, across from Walmart.
Yeah, Larry Green, they've getting it done for us for year after year, JB. They're better, and they'll prove it.
They will. And, of course, if you are watching on Channel 2, then that means that, well, it's a perfect time to take advantage of the Marauder special from Vinny's Pizza. $20 gets you a dozen-knot large pizza, 4 drinks. And don't forget, they have now changed locations. They're now in the Clemenceau building, which is 6th Street and 89A, the bypass in Cottonwood. Their new location. He's got lots of room in there. Looks fantastic. Vinny's still adding improvements. I'm waiting for more televisions in there, and it's going to be a great spot. And, of course, the Vinny's Pizza, the pizza you have learned to love, available to you with the Marauder Special, just $20.
Didn't take much learning there, JB. That's the best pizza in town, there's no doubt.
Well, it still takes a discovery process, right?
You've discovered and now love.
Right, there you go.
That's what it is. New York-style pizza, that's the best.
It is good. It is awesome.
All right, fans, another thing we want to talk to you about is the budget override vote that's going on, JB, for the school districts. I got mine in the mail, got it filled out and sent back in. I hope everybody else has done the same.
Well, of course, they override to continue the override. It was the easiest ballot I've ever had. You had 2 questions. Do you want to continue the override for the Oak Creek School District? Do you want to continue the override for Mingus?
Yes.
It was real simple.
And it's your civic duty.
Right, yes. And what's amazing, though, is the number of people that won't vote.
Right.
The number of people that won't vote. And these override decisions, there has been several times where it's been less than 100 votes has determined whether or not there's been an override or not.
And it's not a new tax. We want everybody to understand that. It's just continuing what's going on now, which really is a bulk of the budget for these schools in the school district now, as the state has not doled out the money to them that they were supposed to, and the schools are pretty much on their own. So we've got to help take care of our own. And if you get that in the mail, it comes in a manila colored looking envelope and a green ballot inside, and you just take it out, answer those 2 questions, send it back postage free, and we can continue to fund the schools the way we've been able to.
Well, you know, if you actually donate at the end of the year to the Arizona State Tax Credit because you want to determine where your tax dollars go, hey, you know, it's following the same exact lines.
Right.
It's telling the government, it's telling everybody around here where you want your tax dollars to go. I want them to go to these schools.
Fans, the other thing we want to remind you is that today was the deadline to sign your children up for youth basketball through Parks and Rec. But lucky for you, they have extended that. So get down the Parks and Rec, get the applications, get your kids signed up for Park and Rec basketball. It's coming up soon. They've got a new division this year, a mini mites, which is first grade only. How about that? You got a first grader, get them in there. Get them playing some ball. You know, you got to bounce something around, get them out of the house at least, right? Get them a little exercise. 8-foot rims. And then they've got the other divisions are 2nd and 3rd grade, 4th and 5th grade, 6th and 7th grade. And I'm not sure after that. I think after that it disappears, and you go find something else to do. Go play down in Old Town or something.
Well, yeah, 8th and 9th grade. You can still
for the boys.
For the boys, yes. 8th and 9th is Power Division 3 for the boys. The girls' league is 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th grade girls.
Okay.
So, yeah, absolutely. Lots of opportunities to play, and they're looking to put together as many teams as they possibly can down there at Parks and Rec, and what a beautiful facility to play in.
Yeah, well, a lot of the games are played at CMS, but yeah, still, the Park and Rec is doing a great job once again getting these things together and providing athletics for our community and for our youngsters. And no place your kids should be in the wintertime than out on the basketball court playing. And it's for boys and girls. Get your girls out there, too. They like to play as well.
No, we don't have winter sports, right?
That's right. All right, fans, let's take a quick break. We'll be back to Coconino High School, where the Marauders are comfortably ahead here at the half, 33-7. We'll be back to Coco with the rest of the Larry Green Chevrolet halftime report coming up after this.
For almost half a century, Verde Valley Guidance Clinic has helped people seeking recovery from mental illness and substance use disorders. Now is the dawn of a new day in healthcare. With the addition of Valley Medical Center and Verde Valley Connections Primary Care, we now offer a balanced approach to healthcare. Our pediatricians, physicians, and nurse practitioners are available to assist children and adults of all ages to get well and stay healthy. New patients are welcome. As the oldest community behavioral health clinic in northern Arizona, the professionals at Verde Valley Guidance Clinic have helped thousands of families and individuals reach their recovery goals. Our 2 primary care offices are located in Cottonwood, with behavioral health facilities in Cottonwood, Camp Verde, and Sedona. Our clinics now accept Access, Medicare, and private insurance. Verde Valley Guidance Clinic. We provide quality health care for both your body and your mind.
Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros give you more miles for your money. Locally owned and grown, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros will beat any competitor. Bring your best deal and they'll beat it on price, total service, tire quality, and arguably the best nationwide warranty. For 24 months or 24,000 miles and available at 30,000 locations coast to coast. Get more miles for your money every day from your hometown team, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros.
This has been the Larry Green Chevrolet Halftime Report. Keep it tuned here for the Mingus Marauder Larry Green Pick of the Week. Snag the snacks and the beverages quick, because half number 2 is getting ready to start. We'll meet you back on the air. Exciting Mingus Marauder football on Verde Valley TV will return right after this.
This is Travis Reed from Larry Green Chevrolet and Hyundai of Cottonwood. People often refer to us as the people place. Let me assure you, whether it's our involvement in the community or with our customers that visit, we make it a priority to keep that reputation. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and our sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet and Hyundai of Cottonwood, 2 dealerships in 1 convenient location just off Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood. From all of us at Larry Green Chevrolet, Hyundai of Cottonwood, and the Green Auto Group,
we're better!
Back at Coconino High School, Marauders ahead 33-7 at the half, but the Panthers will have the ball to start the second half of play. We'll see if the Mingus Marauders defense can stay up to the task. They've done a great job so far here tonight, and let's see if they can continue to pound the Panthers.
Well, offensively, the Mingus Marauders have done it very well. 320 yards of total offense from the line of scrimmage. And Micah Navarez here tonight is 4 for 7, 71 yards and a touchdown going out to Rios here tonight. He's also done it on the ground. He's got 3 carries. Well, one was really kind of a recovered fumble on his own for 79 yards. And so he's got 150 yards by himself between on the ground and in the air. Helsel has 6 carries, 133 yards, and 2 touchdowns, averaging better than 22 yards per carry out there. Mingus with 320 yards of total offense here tonight.
And now scoring a touchdown 33% of the time he touches the ball.
Which is even a better, I like that percentage even better. How about that? Mingus defensively has held the Coconino Panthers to just 85 yards of total offense, and 24 of that is on the, in the air, 61 yards on the ground. In fact, they've thrown 2 different quarterbacks out here tonight. The leading rusher for the Coconino Panthers is Hera. He has got 8 carries and 32 yards. Crank has got 8 carries, 18 yards, and a 1 touchdown, the only touchdown for the Panthers here tonight. But I like that difference between 320 yards and 85 yards here tonight for the Mingus Marauders, only giving up 85 yards from the line of scrimmage. Hey, I have to throw a congratulations out because tomorrow we're going to have kind of a different Mingus Marauder reunion as, former football player Brad Dixon marries his high school sweetheart, Alex, who came from the cheer squad, and they will join and be Mr. and Mrs. Dixon coming up tomorrow afternoon. So congratulations.
Is that why you shaved the beard?
Probably so. I know that's why I got my hair cut, if that works.
A Boston Red Sox or something? Come on. Hey, speaking of which, World Series 1-1. Looked like the Red Sox were going to dominate the Cardinals after just pounding them to near submission, 9-0 in the first game. Cardinals come back and even up the series 1-1 in Boston last night, and we've got a series now as they head back to St. Louis, or head to St. Louis.
Well, you start to question whether or not how much momentum St. Louis is going to have with home field advantage for the next 3 games.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. They've got great pitching. All right, back to the field. As the Marauders are ready to kick off to start the second half of play, Jacobo to kick the ball away as we get things started here in the second half. Here's the kick. A left-footed boot bounces at the 11, taken at the 1. Down the left-hand side, a good head of steam, and now caught by the Marauders, wrestled to the ground at the 25. Ball returned by Torrin Palmer. Little fella, 5'7", 130 pounds, and he went to try to jump in the air, and the Marauders just grabbed him around the waist and threw him to the ground.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if Tabares comes out or Colo for the...
Oh, yeah, no, it's 12.
Oh, okay, so he is probably going to be out for the duration here now, huh?
Yeah, Cool's back out there. And he is going to line up under center, set under center with an I formation behind him. And he sends his receiver from the right to the left side where he's got twins on the left. And the Marauders defense bunch on the line of scrimmage. Now he goes back into motion to the right. And a handoff coming up the middle and in the backfield and down at the line is the ball carrier Crank. So they got the clock started. And no gain on the play. Well, actually, it looks like they're going to give him a yard, Jackie. He's got 1, makes it 2nd down and 9.
Well, Crank and Baker have had a couple of collisions out there.
Yeah, Baker's been the head collider. He's been the winner on those collisions.
The semi versus the bug?
Yeah. Yeah, Bug's not going to have much chance on that one. 2nd down and 9, and they're going to try to run it up the middle again with Crank, and he's being hammered by a host of Marauders. However, a second effort will be across the 30-yard line for a gain of 2. Brings up now 3rd down and 7 after back-to-back runs by Crank for a total of 3.
Well, part of that problem is when you're trying to tackle from behind and you push the pile forward.
1 minute into the third quarter, and the Marauders lead 33-7. Panthers with the ball. They've run 2 plays, got 3 yards. It's now 3rd down and 7 from their own 31. Working from the left hash mark, I formation, set under center is the quarterback. Man in motion from left to right. Here's the snap, and they fake the handoff. Now flushed out of the pocket. The quarterback rolling right, throwing right. He's got a man. Catch is made on the Marauders sideline at the 40-yard line and downfield, tackled out of bounds at about the 47. Good grab that time. Number 81, Spencer McMahon, with the reception on 3rd and long to give the Panthers a 1st down at their own 47.
Well, Cool is actually 3 of 4 since he's been in the game, which is quite respectable. Picks up an important 3rd down conversion right there.
The one that was incomplete should have been intercepted by Tiffany as it floated up in the air, and the receiver was just able to make a play to keep Tiffany from stealing it.
By the way, we've got an update going on. Bradshaw leading Mojave 20-6.
1st down and 10 play. Handoff coming to the left-hand side. Marauders converge on the ball carrier. Not much room to run for. It looked like Nick Morris, 21, I believe, was the ball carrier that time. And let's see when he bounced. No, it's 26. That's Hera. And Hera has got a gain of about 5 yards on 1st across midfield of the Marauder, 48.
Stop number 5.
Well, they're putting a drive together here.
Yeah, and using some clock. Second down play from the Marauder 48-yard line now as the Panthers head back to the line of scrimmage. I formation, quarterback set under center, man in motion. Wingback goes from left to right, and handoff coming up the middle. And Hera again with a carry, and again hit and down. Initial contact by the Marauders looks like it was number 20, Roberto Garcia Rangel, and then Ulysses Hernandez came in to finish him off.
Good cleanup duty out there.
Third down and about 4 here for the Panthers. Last time they had it on third down, it was third and about 7, and they threw the ball to the right side. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and 4. They're going to roll left, looking at a throw now, hitting the backfield and down for a loss. Back to about the 49-yard line, a loss of 2 on the play, and 4th down and long now for the Panthers, and they're switching out personnel, Jackie. Down 33-7 in the third quarter with the ball on your opponent's side of the field. You got to go for it. Show a little confidence in your guys. Get them feeling good about themselves. Of course, they don't get the first down, then they feel terrible as they go back to the sideline.
Well, Pete Kelly and it looked like Schill combining in on the sack, the first sack for the Marauders here tonight.
4th and 5. Mingus has to make sure that they don't jump here and give them an automatic first down. Panthers not real sure what they're doing out there, so they call timeout. 8:26 left to go in the third quarter. Marauders looking for the ball for the first time in the second half, leading 33-7. Let's take a break with the Panthers. We'll be back to Coco after this.
Service, convenience, price. Taylor Waste is locally owned and voted #1 in residential garbage collection for the past 8 years in a row. And right now, new customers will enjoy 2 months free service with your switch to Taylor Waste. Add an extra container and take part in Taylor Waste's popular clean recycling program as well.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Back at Coco, the Panthers look to punt it away. It's up, it's high, and it is not going to be returned by the Marauders. Just get away. Oh, now it rolls down. Oh, man. Herb Tiffany thought about it. Looked like he was going to get away from it. It looked like it was going to bounce into the end zone, but it took a nice high bounce right towards Tiffany. He thought, you know what, I'm going to make a play. And he picked up the ball and fell down at the 4. First down and 10, Mingus at their own 4-yard line.
You know what? That's at this point you got to wonder. Maybe, young man, it's not your game. You know, you're a talented young man, but it has not bounced your way here tonight.
Next year, wear the Under Armour. Oh, how about that? We get an update from Ryan Nichols in the booth to say that ball actually hit Rios, and Tiffany saved possession for the Marauders. So, hey, heads up play. And a handoff coming up the middle. The Marauders just pounded forward. That time it's Dakota Hanks carrying defenders with him. So how about that? Let's give Herb Tiffany the credit on that one to realize that if he doesn't jump on that ball and fall down at the 4, that the Marauders may have given up a touchdown had Coconino recovered it in the end zone.
Yeah, I'd love to see that one. I didn't see it a knock-off of Rios, but cameras don't lie, right?
Well, I think there's a little trickery from time to time. And the Marauders will look to hand off again. Man, the Panthers ate that play up in the Marauder backfield. And it's going to be a loss on the play. Didn't see who it was. Looks like it was Hanks that had to carry again that time. And he'll lose about 4 yards, it looks like, all the way back inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line.
Hanks has had a tough game. He's got 6 carries out here, and 3 of them have been for loss.
7.5 minutes left, third quarter, 33-7. The Marauders with the lead and the football. Now second down and about 15 or so. And they're going to run again. This time coming to the right side, breaking a tackle or 2 now out in the open. It's Hanks to the 30-yard line. Hanks still chugging it down at the 39. So Hanks goes from the 13-yard line to about the 39 and picks up a huge gain for the Mingus Marauders with 7:13 left to go here in the third quarter. The Marauders looking to mount a touchdown scoring drive on their opening possession of the second half.
23 yards on that one, and Zach, I just kept feeling that at any particular moment he was going to break back to that sideline and be gone.
First down and 10 for the Marauders. And they will look to run to the left-hand side as it goes across the 40-yard line on first, a gain of about 3, and trying to catch the number as he was zigzagging around out there, trying to find open space. It's Rios that time, 28, not 23, and Rios has a gain of about 3 on first, bringing up second down and 7 here now for the Marauders. They need to get to the 49-yard line, their own 49, for a first down.
Well, Rios has been averaging 3 carries a game the last couple of games. That is his 3rd. And he's got 10 yards rushing the ball. A couple of receptions, though. 1 for a TD.
From the gun, looking to throw. Navarez does throw. He's got a man. It's Rios on the right. Rios looking to run right into about 5 defenders, and he'll have a first down across midfield. Rios is covered up by about 5 guys. He's a little slow getting up, but I think he's just waiting for everyone to get off of him. Hey, get off me, man. First down and 10, Mingus from the 47-yard line here of the Panthers.
Well, great job getting that over the defensive man. The defensive end coming out almost on coverage. Jumped high to get it. And Navarez with a great touch just to get it over to Rios.
He's done a pretty good job, efficient with his passes tonight. First down and 10, Marauders working on the Panther side of the field here for the first time in the second half. Here's a snap. Navarre's going to throw again. Quick throw, left-hand side. He's got it to Karen. Karen makes a move out of the outside. Karen down the left sideline. Caught from behind and out of bounds. And they're going to say keep the clock running. Why? He's knocked out of bounds, and I think that one should stop it. All the way down to the 26-yard line. Another big gain for the Mingus Marauders as Karen picks up about 25 or so.
22 yards, and that's his 2nd reception. He has not found the end zone yet receiving.
And you know what's burning him?
It's burning me.
Yeah. First down and 10. Marauders split them wide. Twins on the right, 1 on the left, back in the backfield, and Navarez, quick throw again, this time to the freshman, Galloway. Galloway to the 20-yard line, breaks a tackle to the 15 to the 10. Galloway stiff arming down the right sideline and knocked out of bounds at the 3. First down and goal, Marauders. That's a freshman out there, Trevor Galloway, making the big play for the Mingus Marauders. Not your typical freshman at 6'3", 190 pounds with skills and athleticism. That time he showed the Marauders what they've got to watch here over the next 3 years.
Wow, Navarez 3 for 3, 56 yards on this drive, and Galloway, you're absolutely right. Going to look forward to seeing him for, well, 3 more years to come.
No doubt. See him out on the hardwood here before too long as well. In the backfield is Dakota Hanks. From the gun is Navarez. Now we've got whistles and a timeout. Something officials calling a timeout on his own here. And may have an equipment thing or something for the Marauders.
Although,
oh no, they're bringing Crank off the field. Now they're bringing 2 guys off the field here for. So that was just an official's timeout to let the Panthers make substitutions.
That's awfully nice.
Huh. First down and goal, Marauders from the 3-yard line. From the gun, Navarez, the man in motion, will hand off to him. And going up the middle, I think it's Helsel, and he's not going to get there. As a matter of fact, he may have only got back to the line of scrimmage, could have even lost a yard. Still waiting to see who the guy was getting off the ball. That is Helsel. Helsel got the carry, and it looks like they're going to move him back to the 4-yard line, so -1 on that one. And the Marauders now second down and goal from the 4-yard line, leading 33-7. Still 4:35 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Plenty of time.
Indeed. Mingus with a 26-point lead. We haven't gotten to continuous clock yet this year.
Mojave.
We did. That's right.
Here's the snap, and it's going to be Navarez keeping himself, makes a man miss to the 5, racing to the end zone. Navarez reaches across the pylon, and no, he'll be denied, marking him out of bounds at the 1. 3rd down and goal, mighty Red Marauders at the 1-yard line.
Well, Navarez finally gets another opportunity to call his own number, and wow, made every possible effort to make
no
it
doubt
count.
about it. Taylor Thagard brings the play in for the Marauders on 3rd down and goal. In the backfield is Dakota Hanks. Navarez takes a snap, rushes into the end zone himself. Touchdown, Marauders! Micah Navarez with a 1-yard plunge. And the Marauders lead 39-7 with 4:10 left to go in the 3rd quarter of play. And here comes Jacobo to add the extra point.
Do you think that one was on set?
Yep. The only people moving were the guys in white. Jacobo, the left-footed kicker, coming in to attempt the extra point here for the Marauders. Awaiting the snap, the quarterback Navarez is the holder. And there's a snap, good hold, kick is up. And looks like our ball return guys have realized this guy keeps kicking it way over us. Let's stand back here on the track. Kick is good, and Jacobo adds on the point after touchdown, 40-7. The Marauders lead with 4:10 left, third quarter. We'll be back with the Mingus kickoff after this.
Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros give you more miles for your money. Locally owned and grown, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros will beat any competitor. Bring your best deal and they'll beat it on price, total service, tire quality, and arguably the best nationwide warranty. For 24 months or 24,000 miles and available at 30,000 locations coast to coast. Get more miles for your money every day from your hometown team, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros.
Kickoff after their 40th point of the game will be taken at the goal line by old number 2, Palmer. Palmer trying to bring it back to the middle of the field, and he's caught at about the 28 and driven down on the 30-yard line. First down and goal, Panthers from their own 30. Coconino has had a pretty much non-existent offense here in the, through the first half and halfway through the third quarter. Their only points came after a botched punt return by the Marauders that gave the Panthers the ball at the Mingus 12. Other than that, the Marauder defense has been stifling here tonight.
Certainly so. Less than 100 yards given up in this game so far by the Mingus Marauders. I'd call that efficient.
First down and 10. Panthers with the ball, a handoff in the backfield, caught and down for a loss of 4. Alec Eppinger in the backfield to take down Austin Hara after a short gain, or no gain, a loss of about, well, they're going to give him a loss of 3 on the play, back to the 27-yard line. Nice play, Eppinger.
I was looking out, Mingus now, or pardon me, Coconino with 108 yards. On 32 plays, Mingus has kept this squad under 3.5 yards per play.
Second down and 13. Here's a snap. Quick screen pass to the left-hand side and quickly tackled back at the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 back to the original line of scrimmage, and not much room to run there that time as the ball was caught by Jamonte Brain. And the Marauders now have the Panthers third down and 10 from their own 30.
That's actually his 3rd reception of the game.
Yeah, right. The first one he caught and just huddled and curled up on the ground.
3 receptions, 17 yards, 1 for a first down. Yeah,
right.
The second one was close.
Third down and 10, quarterback in the gun. Twins right, twins left, drops straight back, throws over the middle, and he's got a man in and out of his hands. Hit made from behind by the Marauders, and we've got an injured Panther on the field. And the Marauder that hit him is trying to give him a shoe back. And a good play that time by Ricardo Garcia Rangel, JB. This young man's made some plays here tonight. I like this Rangel fella.
Now McMahon was the one who was the receiver that goes off. Well, he's now shoeless, McMahon.
Yeah.
But that is also their extra point kicker.
Shoeless Spencer McMahon.
Shoeless Spencer. Sounds like a movie from the 40s, doesn't it?
Well, Tiffany tightening up the gloves, awaiting the punt at his own 35-yard line. And the referee waiting for the coffee truck to show up or something here. Hot chocolate guy.
Cocoa.
Yeah, the Cocoa truck. Fourth down and 10, and now we're ready to play football again. Here's a snap, and oh boy, getting some pressure that time was Schill, and Tiffany will catch the ball at the 30-yard line. Tiffany to the left-hand side of the field, gets a block. Tiffany still on his feet and tackled at midfield.
Oh, one man to beat out there.
Yeah, and he got a good block. And we got an injured Panther who's getting up, and he looks like he's going to be okay.
So out of curiosity, at Cromer Field, do you think they serve cocoa at all?
I would hope so.
Get it?
Yes, I would hope so. I would hope it would be very hot, because right now it's about 8 degrees outside. Cottonwood was about 85 today.
What's that?
At Cottonwood it was about 85 today. You know, it'll get down in the teens here tonight, I would imagine. The low 20s at least. First down and 10, Mingus from midfield, playing arena ball, and the handoff goes to the right-hand side to Helsel, right up the middle, and then he got drilled. Marauders have a new quarterback in the game as well, as they brought in their sophomore, Jordan Upham, to play quarterback. 5'8", 150-pound player out there. And his first play is a handoff to Helsel, who looked like he was about ready to do one of those juke and jive it all the way to the end zone type of things. And all of a sudden, wham, he got hammered at the 43-yard line after a gain of 7 on first down. Upham set under center. He's got a back behind him, a double wing back formation. Now a man into motion. Handoff goes to Hanks. Hanks breaks a tackle. He's got a first down and still running. Hanks inside the 35 down to about the 32 or 3-yard line, depending on the play. Marauders starting to empty out the bench a little bit here. Tristan Clark was in at one of the wing back positions that time. He was the man that went in motion. Now they're bringing number 84 into the ball game. That's Jordan Prouty. Prouty, a sophomore, 6 foot, 165 pounds. Clark, a sophomore as well, 5'8", 150. Galloway, the freshman, split wide to the right. Upham set under center, awaiting the snap, and there it is. And now Upham's going to run it himself. Upham's got a couple of yards, and he's knocked down inside the 30-yard line. They're going to mark him down to about the 28, which will actually be a gain of 4 on first down and bring up second down and 6. And the referee's waving his hands for some reason. The clock is stopped with 1:22 left to go here. Jackie, a touchdown and a conversion by the Marauders would be a 40-point lead, and they will just start running that clock unless Coconino is able to score.
Well, speaking of scores, it sounds like the freshman squad will end their season 6-2 with a 50-13 win over the freshman squad from Coconino.
Good job, Coach Pender and the Marauder freshman. Here's a handoff going to left-hand side to Clark. Clark trying to get outside. Now he's caught from behind and down at about the line of scrimmage. A lot of running to not get anywhere that time, huh, Jackie? He got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all she wrote, bringing up third down and about 6 here for the Marauders. This has been, and I'll say it, and we'll be in trouble, but this has been a penalty-free game for the most part. There has not been a lot of yellow on the field here tonight.
Not for Mingus. Mingus only has 1 penalty for 10 yards. Coconino has 5 for 40.
Doesn't seem like it.
I know.
Third down and 6 play. Sophomore quarterback Upham takes a snap, and he's going to keep it himself, and he's hitting the backfield, and he's going to lose a yard. Well, okay, so now the ball is marked at the 28-yard line. So you're looking at a 45-yard field goal attempt here for a guy that has obviously got a leg to do it. It's just the accuracy that I think the Marauders would worry about. Well, now I've got an injured Panther on the field. It looks like he's just faking an injury. I don't get that. Ray Crank ran to the side and then fell down like he was hurt. The officials blew the whistle to stop the clock, and then he got up and ran off the field. That should be a penalty. That's the end of the third quarter is what it is. 4th down and 6 for the Marauders as we head to the 4:48. Mingus on top, 40-7. We'll be back with the Marauders. 4th down and 6 play coming up after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Here in the Verde Valley, it's always a great time to ride. And for all your cycle needs, it's always a great time to visit D&K Service Cycle and ATV. Their certified technicians can keep your street bike or your dirt bike in tip-top shape year-round. Stop in and check out the full inventory of riding gear. At D&K, they can help sell your good used motorcycles too. Go to dkservicecycle.com and find out about the consignment program. D&K Service Cycle and ATV in Cottonwood, a quarter mile south of Walmart.
Back at Coconino High School, the Mingus Marauders go for it on 4th down and 6. The sophomore quarterback Upham looks to throw the ball across the middle. There's nothing there, so he takes off to the right and picks up a huge gain all the way down to the 11-yard line and a 1st down for the Marauders. Upham pump faked over the middle, nothing there. I'll keep it myself, coach, watch me run. And he takes off for the 1st down.
Great job, and keeps the drive alive for the Mingus Marauders. That means he gets more snaps, huh?
Yep, 1st down and 10. The Marauders can't pick up a 1st down without scoring. Handoff coming to the right side, and Helsel, the ball carrier, has got about 2 yards. Looks like he's inside the 10 to about the 9-yard line, and that's all she wrote on that carry. Marauders trying to get into the end zone again here. 11:20 left to go in the ball game. Mingus on top, 40-7. And now they've got the youngsters in the game moving the ball down the field.
Well, this might be future, and speaking of future, the JV squad, victorious, undefeated. They go 8-0 this season with a 13-8 victory last night over Coconino's JV squad.
2nd down and 8 play. The Marauders hand off up the middle, and still running and into the end zone. Touchdown, Dakota Hanks takes it to the house from 9 yards out, and the Marauders add to the lead. And an extra point away from going to the continuous clock for the 2nd time this year. 46-7, Mingus with the lead. 10:54 left to go in regulation time, and Jacobo can get it ticking right here.
Great job by Hanks. Glad to see the young man get another touchdown in his career.
Here's the snap, Upham the holder. The kick by Jacobo is good, and the Marauders lead by 40, 47-7 with 10:54 left to go in the game. The clock will roll from here on out, and let's take a break. We'll be back with the Marauder kickoff right after this.
This is Travis Reed from Larry Green Chevrolet and Hyundai of Cottonwood. People often refer to us as the people place. Let me assure you, whether it's our involvement in the community or with our customers that visit, we make it a priority to keep that reputation. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find our selection extensive and our sales team professional and courteous. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet and Hyundai of Cottonwood, 2 dealerships in 1 convenient location just off Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood. From all of us at Larry Green Chevrolet, Hyundai of Cottonwood, and the Green Auto Group,
we're better, and we'll prove it.
Back at Cromer Fields, the friendly confines, if you're a Marauder, on their way to pounding the Panthers into submission again here tonight, up by 40, and the kickoff will start the clock, and it won't start up again until Coconino puts points on the board, and I don't think they're going to. Well, now a second comes off, and they stop it.
Well, Jacobo put that one in the end zone, so that'll be the touchback out there. Hey, Zach, while we have a moment, wanted to let you know Home Furnishings Direct has a private customer sale coming up Tuesday. Special one-day Tuesday, 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. However, I'm going to let you know that starting this Saturday, which would be the 26th, they actually have all the sale prices out. You can't take advantage of all of the specials like the cash machine and such, but you can take all the discounts this Saturday at Home Furnishings Direct.
First down play, they've got Tavares back in at quarterback, and he'll throw on first down for a couple of yards. The clock will continue to run. The referee's trying to stop it, but it's not supposed to stop with the Marauders up by 40 points, Jackie. I'm not sure why the clock has stopped again here. Yeah, go down to Home Furnishings Direct and see Denny. He'll take care of you. He knows what's going on. That's a great guy right there, Denny at Home Furnishings Direct, Jackie. He'll make sure everybody gets the deal they're looking for, I'm sure.
Well, it's going to be a phenomenal deal coming up Tuesday. Every $1,500, you get 30 seconds in the cash machine. Plus, they're giving away a Lazy Boy recliner, Sealy Posturepedic mattress, and more.
Nice. Second down and 5. Tavares back in at quarterback. Here's a snap in. A handoff coming to the left-hand side. They've got it to Crank, and Crank being knocked backwards, and he'll be shy of a first down. And no reason for the clock to stop here. It'll be 3rd down and about 2 for the Panthers as Crank is tackled inbounds. And, Jackie, why are they stopping the clock? Do we know?
I don't know. Although I haven't been the best person to talk to in regards to clock management.
No. 3rd down and 2 now for the Panthers. 10-10 left to go in the 4th quarter. The Marauders up 47-7. Awaiting the snap, Tavares takes it, looks right, throws right. He's got a man who drops it. at the 40-yard line. No catch that time for 83, Brain, and falls incomplete, and for some reason stops the clock again. With the Marauders holding the Panthers now to 4th down and 2, and being down 47-7 with 10 minutes left to go in the game. 4th down and 2, the Panthers are going to punt. I don't get it. Maybe it's a fake. I understand that. Why the clock stopped, have no clue. Awaiting the snap. High snap over his head, headed to the end zone, and he'll kick it out of the back of the end zone, and a flag will come out. That may be illegal touching or something. It will be a 2-point for the Mingus Marauders. They will get the ball and 2 points. And the Panthers are going to have a free kick, most likely from the 20-yard line here. The safety will give the Marauders 2 more points. 9:55 left to go here in the 4th quarter. And Mingus comfortably ahead. They're just waiting for the time to run out the clock so the game can be over.
But they'll take the 2 points.
Yeah, the safety is good. The Marauders will take that. They decline the penalty. And now Coconino will have to kick the ball off to the Mingus Marauders on a free kick from the 20-yard line.
Which is pretty much where they were going to punt it from anyway.
Right.
So Mingus will get the 2 points and the ball anyway.
And the ball back. Now leading by 42. And maybe they don't know that the clock's supposed to run continuous here.
You know what? I can go through some of their scores. Wonder if they've gotten to a continuous clock here during the course of the season. Let's see. Here, Tempe had them 51-7. That should have been a continuous clock. And then at Prescott, 59-2. So, a couple of opportunities there.
Yeah, not sure why the clock's not running. Who cares? The Marauders are getting the ball back. Let's score some more points. They don't want to keep running the clock, then we'll keep scoring points. They're going to punt it. That's what most teams do. There's the punt. Whistle blew. And the Marauders are returning it. Now there are whistles blowing again, and they're stopping everything. Marauders were starting to return it. Half the players were standing around, looking around, seeing what was going on. The Marauder guy got it. Oh, maybe I'll run. Let's see what's going on. The referee finally blew his whistle. And looks like it's an official do-over.
With 4 seconds coming off the clock.
Oh, good. That's how they make up for
it. In 4-second chunks?
Yeah. Ricardo Miranda to kick it away. And there's a high punt, much better effort this time. It bounces at the 35. It's picked up by Rios at the 31. Rios reverses field to the middle of the field. Rios flying across the 50 where he's caught and tackled. And it'll be 1st down and 10 Mingus at the 49-yard line of the Panthers. 9:44 left to go in this game. They want to stop the clock to see how many points the Marauders can score tonight. They're already up by 42, 49-7. Mingus with the lead here at Coconino.
Well, Mingus has done a phenomenal job on the ground. Navarez has 84 yards rushing the ball. Dakota Hanks now has 49 yards on the ground for the Marauders. Elsel leading all Marauders with 141.
The youngster Uppelman at quarterback once again. Gets his lineman set, has a man in motion, hands off up the middle. It's Collins. Collins going to the right side now, and he'll be tackled at about the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. Clock running once again. 9.5 minutes left in the 4th quarter, and the Marauders are leading 49-7.
Well, decent first-yard gain for the Marauders, and Collins with those 4 yards will end up with 15 yards on 4 carries.
Simmons split wide to the left-hand side. Up almost set under center. One back behind him, double wing back formation. Now they got a man in motion. It's Clark. They'll hand it to him. Clark cuts it back to the middle. Clark hits, stays on his feet, and dives forward for an extra yard. And it will be short of a 1st down by about a yard, maybe 2, depending on where they spot the ball. The Marauders need to get inside the 40 to between the 40 and the 39 for a 1st, and they will spot this ball right at the 41. Oh, yeah, right at the 41. So they need a yard and a foot to pick up the 1st down here on 3rd.
Well, Clark trying to take advantage of his opportunity on the main stage out here tonight.
Awaiting the snap. Upham takes it. Hands off left side to Collins, who's hit behind the line, and he'll lose a yard. 4th down and about 3 now for the Marauders. 8:24 left in the fourth quarter.
Nick Morris coming in, making the tackle for Coconino. Looked like they had a blitz coming, and Collins didn't find a hole anywhere.
I'm pretty sure Mingus doesn't want to punt tonight. 4th down and about 4 now is what they got on the board. 8 minutes left to go. The Marauders trying to convert another 4th down. They've already picked up a couple here this evening. Upham with his man in motion. That's Clark, and now Upham's going to keep it himself. Upham to the right side. He's not going to make it. Got about a yard on 4th and 4. The Marauders are going to turn the ball over on downs, though. They still haven't punted, I guess. They do turn the ball over for the first time tonight.
I'm trying to think through. You're right. We have not punted, and that is the first turnover.
No, Mingus has scored every time they've had the ball, except for the one that they botched the punt return.
Right. That's true.
That's why they've got 49 points on the board.
Still don't have an interception.
No.
Still don't have an interception.
This is, however, passing situation here for Coconino.
Is it?
Yeah. Down by 42 points. Yeah, it is. Twins left, Twins right. Here's the snap. Tavares rolling right. Tavares throwing right, and it is going to be caught for a first down onto the Marauder side of the field. Knocked out of bounds at the Marauder 44 is Torrin Palmer, who's got another catch here. Small guy, 5'7", 130, but he made the grab that time for a first down.
Another 14 yards out there.
130 pounds as a senior, JB. You can relate to that.
Yeah. 130 pounds is
40-year-old man.
Pretty close.
First down and 10. And flags come flying. Looked like Tavares was going to tuck to run maybe on that one. You got offsides on the defense. Uh-oh. Marauders jump. Makes it a 1st and 5 now. 6:53 on the clock. The Marauders up by 42 points, and clock's not running here. I don't understand it, JB. We'll have to get an explanation from the AIA next week. Can we get them on the phone?
Last time I tried, I was on hold for a while.
Right.
Second penalty for the Mingus Marauders, only the first in the second half.
First down and 5 now, Panthers. Marauders looking for that pick. Tavares takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking to throw. Now he's going to look to tuck and run. Now his arms hit as he throws, going deep down the sideline, and the catch is not complete as his receiver that time, Palmer, tried to keep his toes inbound and catch the pass that was out of bounds, and the Marauder defense up to the task to make sure that one wasn't coming back, and now the clock's running. Somebody just informed him that the clock is not supposed to stop, and on the incomplete pass, the clock is running.
There we go. I'm surprised he hung onto that ball. Mingus was swatting at flies in the backfield.
No doubt. Looking for that sack and forced fumble all in one.
Mm-hmm. And then the recovery for the trifecta,
The
right?
trifecta, yeah.
Yes.
Got to go for the hat trick. Second down and 5. Now here's the snap. Tavares drops straight back. Screen pass over the middle, and nothing doing there. Closest man to it that time was Mingus Marauder Pete Kelly out there trying to make a play for his squad.
Well, they're trying to match it with Crank, and the problem with making the fake to the guy that you want to throw the ball to is he might get hit.
Right, and faking to the guy just gets the defense the idea that, hey, look, they're throwing to that guy.
Right.
Oh, wait, no, they're not. Oh, yeah, they are. We're already here.
Well, I tackled him. Was that good?
Third down and 5, always. Twins left, Twins right, one back in the backfield. Tavares with the Marauders jumping around on that defensive line. Now he's pressured. He's going to go deep down the right-hand side, and nothing doing. Great defensive coverage that time by Felix Vera. He worked the receiver to the inside, boxed him out as the throw went outside. No way Palmer had a chance at that one. And Rivera with the good defensive play, or Vera, rather, with the good defensive play for the Mingus Marauders as we're now under 5 minutes to go in this ball game, and the clock stopped again for some reason.
The other thing you like to see on that scenario is when your safety is coming over on help. And so you still have your safety deep, and you've got your defensive back underneath, and you got your receiver sandwiched in between.
Fourth down and 5. And here's the snap. And Tavares rolling to his left. Now he's in trouble in the backfield. He's going to be hit and smashed now and driven way back across midfield and finally hammered to the ground at the Marauder 43.
Hernandez will get credit for the sack out there. That was fantastic.
where do they say contact was made at, and where do the Marauders get the ball after 4th down? That ball was at, where were they? They were at like the 47 or so, I think, and they're going to give the Marauders the ball all the way out. Or they're at the 37. The Marauders are going to get the ball at about the 46. So that was about a 9-yard sack on that one.
Great job by Hernandez. He strung him out. Another Marauder had a shot at him, and he evaded him, and Hernandez cleaned it up nicely and drove his legs.
Mingus going to look to put more points on the board. Handoff up the middle and room to run for Collins. And he'll finally be hit and slowed up and then brought down from behind, but not before a gain of, looks like 6 yards on 1st down, all the way to the 48-yard line of the Coconino Panthers. Fans, 4 minutes and 15 seconds left to go on this one. The Marauders comfortably ahead, 49-7.
So far, Mingus with 474 yards of offense, an explosion here tonight.
And could get, well, no, they can't. As I say, could get to over 500 on this drive. Here's a snap, going to the right-hand side to Clark. Clark hit the backfield, stiff arms his way out of it. Now he's got a 1st down as he leaps over defenders and down to around the 40-yard line for a 1st down. However, there is a flag on the play. Back around the Panther 46-yard line. And let's see what they're going to say here. Ordinarily, this is a hold on the offense or an illegal block in the back or something of that effect. We've got holding on the offense. So it was 2nd down and 4. And let's see if they're going to mark it from where that flag is, which is 2 yards downfield, which is most likely on that run play. The illegal, the holding happened on the Marauders down the field, and I think they'll mark it off from there, and they will. So it will be an 8-yard penalty after the 2-yard gain, and they move the ball all the way back to the 43.5-yard line. The Marauders need to get to the 44-yard line of the Panthers.
Well, unfortunately, it negates Clark's best run of the game.
2nd and 13 now. Upham set under center. He's going to give it to Clark again, going to the right side. Clark cuts it back to the middle. He's still on his feet across midfield and down at the 49, maybe 8-yard line of the Panthers. They need to get inside the 45, not quite to the 44 here on 3rd down for Mingus, and they need about 4. Yeah, good 3 at least.
Trying to see what we know about Clark. Obviously, as you can tell, he's very comfortable running the ball. Probably one of the key stars for the JV squad this year.
3rd down and 4 here for the Marauders. Here's a snap, and they're going to sweep to the left-hand side. Got it to another new guy in the game. He's got a 1st down, and he'll be tackled at about the, well, they're going to be close, right at about the sticks for the Marauders. That time it's number 30, Alex Pfeiffer, getting the big run for the Marauders. Another sophomore, 5'10", 150 pounds, and Pfeiffer, with his first carry on the varsity squad, may have picked up a 1st down here for the Marauders. Looked like he had it easy, and then all of a sudden that spot came in and made me wonder. I think they're going to bring the sticks out. They are. 2:57 left to go in the ball game. The Marauders leading 49-7, and they're bringing out the sticks to see if Pfeiffer did pick up a 1st down.
Tristan Clark, a sophomore, 5'8", 150 pounds. And
oh, he's got it easy. Full length of the football.
Awesome. Pfeiffer, a little taller. Another sophomore, 5'10", 150 pounds.
Yep, bringing out the sows tonight. 2:57 left, 49-7, the Marauders lead with the ball. 1st down and 10 at the Panther 44-yard line. And the team of sophomores for the Marauders runs back up to the line of scrimmage. They got 84, Jordan Prouty in at a wide receiver on the left-hand side. Quarterback Upham looking to take the snap. He'll hand off up the middle to another new guy. That's Josh Heath, a sophomore, 6'1", 170, that gets the carry for the Marauders. And he just lowers his shoulder and bangs into the middle up to about the 42-yard line. And the Marauders not really worrying so much about running the ball or picking up yardage. They just want to run out this clock down to 2.5 minutes left to go.
An impressive performance out here tonight as Mingus is dominated on all accounts of the game.
2nd down and 8. Marauders take the snap. Handoff going to Clark to the right side. Clark trying to follow Hockman. Now he beats a man to the sideline. Clark to the right side, and he'll run out of bounds after, I think, a first down. Oh, Marauders need to make sure you get that first down and then run out of bounds. He's really close, and it's going to depend on the spot here, I believe. Let's see. They may even bring the sticks out again. Nope, they're going to say, I can see that one. That's a first down. We're not bringing out the sticks. Keep running that clock. Here we go. 2:06 left to go.
However, they stopped the clock.
126 seconds. Let's roll it. Now it's running.
Well, how about that? Clark is averaging almost 5 yards a carry, 24 yards on 5 carries.
Now the Marauders always seem to be able to reload with those special guys, the guys that handle the ball. Here's a snap, and flags come flying as the Marauders try to go up the middle with Heath again. You get your skills guys here at Mingus, and there's no problem reloading those guys. It's these big guys up on the line. Mingus never seems to be able to find the right combination of finding a bunch of big guys at the same time.
Well, we know that the freshman squad has got some size coming up through the ranks. It'll be interesting to see what Coach Young and his staff decide to do with some of the up-and-comings and who starts to get mixed in to the varsity standard even as early as next year.
First down at 15, clock running. Marauders in a huddle and heading to the line of scrimmage, leading 49-7. Sophomore quarterback Jordan Upham in the game, and his man Clark in motion. Now they'll hand off to Heath. Heath to the right side. Heath picking up a big gain on first down. And it looks like he's got, well, let's see where they mark him. He's got about 12 yards on first down, and it will be second down and 3 for the Marauders. 61 seconds left to go, and this one's all but over. The Marauders will probably have to snap the ball one more time, and then they can let the clock run out.
Well, Mingus has exceeded the 500-yard mark. 518 yards total offense here against Coconino.
Got Nathan Jones in the ball game up on that offensive line. He's out there with old 66 Travis Zale. Saw his dad Sonny yesterday. And there's the snap. Upham takes the knee. The Marauders in the victory formation. That's going to do it. Mingus won't have to snap the ball again here tonight. Final score, the Mingus Marauders 49. Coconino Panthers 7. Mingus goes to 4-5 on the season. And next week, a chance to get back to 500 and salvage this year. And a win could knock Prescott out of the playoffs. All right, fans, let's take a break right here. We'll be back with the wrap-up of tonight's ball game and our post-game report brought to you by Digitel Verizon Wireless. Final score, 49-7. The Marauders win. The Marauders win. We'll be back after this.
Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find Digitel, your Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall, Willow Crossroads, and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Remember all those rules you heard as a child?
Do not play with fire.
You'll always remember those rules.
Don't sit so close to the screen.
But now there are times you may have to challenge those rules.
Stay inside the lines.
And bending those rules may even lead to a career.
Pick up your toys, kids.
Imagine all the possibilities. When you venture out to make your life your own, remember the rules, but don't be afraid to take chances. Explore your sense of wonder. Feed your curiosity. Yavapai College. Life explored.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market. Next to KFC on Main Street, Cottonwood.
Go Marauders!
Would you rather recycle like this or like this? Clean Recycling processes over 95% of the materials collected as opposed to under 20% with other processes. Just add a recycling container and your recycling materials end up recycled instead of in the landfill. Just one of the many reasons Taylor Waste has been voted #1 for the past 8 years in a row.
Hi, I'm Chris Taylor, owner of Taylor Waste. We're proud to serve our friends and neighbors with service tailored to your needs.
Welcome to the Digitel Verizon Wireless Post-Game Report. Digitel, a Verizon premium wireless retailer in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street. Stay tuned for a complete wrap-up of tonight's game, including highlights, stats, and the announcement of the player of the game. The Digitel Verizon Wireless Post-Game Report starts now. Here's Zach Calandra.
Back at Coconino High School, the Marauders have owned this place over the years, and tonight's no different. 49-7, Mingus with the victory to pull to 4-5 on the season. And a big game next week at home against the Prescott Badgers, a game the Marauders could get back to 500 and send the Badgers out of the playoffs with a loss. Big game here for the Marauders tonight, JB. They got it done on all three phases of the game, offense, defense, and special teams. We had some big runs. We had some big plays. We had the Marauders in the end zone all night long.
And we had lots and lots of Marauders on the field. In fact, started running out of room where I was going to put in new numbers on my scorecard out here, as we got a lot of different Marauders in the game. If you were listening all the way through or watching on Channel 2, then you're going to get to see some of the future Marauders or hear about them coming up. By the way, Mingus now ends the decade against Coconino 9-1. That's pretty decent dominance. Only loss coming in 2011, so Mingus has a new streak going. 3 games in this year for 2013, 3 wins in a row, and 2 in a row against Coconino once again. Mingus just started out of the gate with over 500 yards of total offense. This is where it gets fun. Please take a seat and enjoy for a little bit on Suddenlink Channel 2 and Cable 1 Channel 2. Mingus would score first. Broyles had 2 carries in the game. Here's his first one, a 1-yard plunge for a touchdown, as he just decides he's going to split the defense right there and gets through without a problem. Broyles had 2 carries in the game, and by the way, 4 yards and 2 scores.
Yeah.
Man, that's efficient, right?
I would say.
I would say that was the first one. Jacobo gets the extra point, and Mingus was up by a score of 7-0. By the way, the key play on that one, a 45-yard scamper by Navarez as he sets up his teammate Broyles at the 1-yard line for the touchdown. At one particular point in the first half, Mingus had more points than they had offensive plays. Gotta love that average as well. 3:53 left to go. Mingus would get the ball back and score again, this time in the air. A 16-yard screen pass, the only throwing touchdown for Navarez in the game. And Rios finds the corner, gets around the corner, gets the balance, and the 6 points to go along with it. Also set up by a great run by Navarez, 38 yards, and the extra point attempt by Jacobo was no good, so Mingus at that point led the Coconino Panthers by a score of 13-0. Then probably the only real mistake of the game for the Mingus Marauders, a punt return attempt by Tiffany, and it just bounced all over the place, could not get a handle on it, and the poor young man had like 5 chances to get it, and every time he grabbed harder at that ball, the more it would pop out. Coconino covered at the 12, able to push it in with a 1-yard run, the only touchdown of the game for the Panthers by Crank, and as he gets the ball across the plane and gets 6 points on the board for his squad. The extra point by barely by Miranda was good, and at that point it was 13-7. Mingus would switch into second gear here in the second quarter and would not let up on the RPMs until late in the fourth quarter for the Marauders. Mingus would score again on Anthony Broyles, a 3-yard blast, his second touchdown of the game. Now Jacobo had a chance, actually had kicked his 3rd field goal of the game, but the yellow came out on the field for encroachment against Coconino, which placed the ball at the 3-yard line. Coach calls timeout. Coach Young regroups his squad and decides he's going to go for 6.
Let's go for it. Yeah.
Let's go for it. Broyles, the recipient of the points in the touchdown, and Mingus at that point up 19-7. They go for 2. It's intercepted in the end zone by McMahon and no good. And that's where it would stand 19-7. Mingus would score again and not allow Coconino to score again in the game. Helsel gets his first of two with 7:19 left to go in the second quarter. A 7-yard run, and a great job cutting back against the grain. Great vision as he finds Green and uses his blockers well, runs in back pockets, if you will, and Mingus was up 26-7. He would score again with 5:27 left to go. In fact, his next touch was the first play of the next drive for the Mingus Marauders, and it would go a long way. 72 yards. As he gets to the outside, and great blocking scheme by the Mingus Marauders as they get their hands on all sorts of receivers, corners. Helsel gets downfield and then picks up a great block there by Galloway. He'll find a wingman downfield, probably one of the few that can stay with him. Rios keeping his man out of the area. And Helsel scores from long distance, 72 yards, his second touchdown of the game. And the Jacobo extra point made it 33-7. That's where it would end at halftime. Third quarter action. Mingus would start again. 4:10 left to go, and Navarez calls his own number, almost makes it. And then, the next play, this one's on set, and the offensive line gets a great push. And Navarez gets the end zone and the touchdown, his first score of the game on the ground. He got a throwing touchdown. That was his rushing touchdown. By the way, on that drive, he was 3 for 3 with 56 yards, 3 different receivers. He hit Rios, he hit Galloway, and he hit Karen.
It was the best Navarez has looked all year.
Fantastic as he orchestrated that drive. Jacobo got the extra point. Mingus was up 40-7. And we were within sniffing distance of continuous clock. Fourth quarter, 10:54, if they would do it. 10:54 left to go, and Dakota Hanks, who has been touchdownless for a while, will finally find the end zone. Once again, the senior gets on the board for the Mingus Marauders. And that play was actually set up by a fourth down conversion run of 17 yards by Upham, and sets up Dakota Hanks' teammates. Jacoba gets the extra point, and Mingus led at that point 47-7. The final points would be scored by Coconino, but they don't get to keep them on their side of the board. The punt snap was way over his head, and he actually ran back, kicked it out of the end zone, which was probably the wise thing to do. Left-footed kicker, by the way. Did you see that? Yeah. Upper left-hand corner, goal? No. Kicks it out of the end zone. Mingus gets the 2 points and the safety, and that's how we would end up here tonight with the score of 49-7.
49 points on the board.
Right.
That takes out the goal. We played for 4 hours. It's 1-0. Yay, fun game.
Very true, huh?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of games go that way.
49-7, the Marauders with the victory here tonight, and they really took it to the Panthers up and down the field, and some big numbers coming up for you fans here, individual statistics for the Mingus Marauders. Let's take a quick break. This is the Digitel Verizon Wireless post-game report. 49-7, the Marauders with the victory. Now 4-5 on the season. We'll be back with some individual statistics for you coming up right after this.
Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros give you more miles for your money. Locally owned and grown, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros will beat any competitor. Bring your best deal and they'll beat it on price, total service, tire quality, and arguably the best nationwide warranty. For 24 months or 24,000 miles and available at 30,000 locations coast to coast. Get more miles for your money every day from your hometown team, Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros.
Your local Taco Bell invites you to Live Moss. There are now 3 varieties of Doritos Locos Tacos at Taco Bell. Nacho cheese, Cool Ranch, and the new fiery Doritos Locos Taco. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell, located on the corner of Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
The Victory Red Tag Model Year End event. We're clearing out the last of our 2013 bikes. Now's the time to jump on our best deals on the best bikes on the planet. Get up to $2,000 in rebates, 0.99% financing, and a 5-year powertrain warranty. Get one while you still can.
Visit Cottonwood Motorsports at Route 260 and Western Drive.
Hi, I'm John Andretti for Window World, America's largest replacement window company. Made in the USA. That's a powerful statement. It's also our story. Window World was born here, and the products we sell and install are made here. Our stores are locally owned, so your money goes to work here in our community. We think that making American homes more energy efficient goes hand in hand with protecting American jobs. Window World, American made, American owned.
Visit the new location at 101 Air Park Road in Cottonwood. Call 649-9111, ROC number 286642.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
Back at Coconino, and statistically speaking, the Mingus Marauders pounded the Panthers here tonight, including up on the scoreboard where it was 49-7. The Marauders now go to 4-5 on the season and look to beat the Badgers next week at home on Senior Appreciation Night to even out the record at 500.
Well, we were taking a look at some of the history between the Badgers and the Mingus Marauders. The last 5 times these two teams have met, it's 3-2. Mingus with the advantage there with 3 victories, 2 losses. However, it goes all the way back to 2004. And they didn't play each other for 5 years. In the last 4 years, Mingus is 3-1 against the Prescott Badgers. However, last year went the Badgers' way, a 17-0 victory, and the only shutout of the year against the Mingus Marauders last year.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't. The whole key to the Prescott Badgers is, can you stop their running game with Kyle Baines?
Going to have to. Let's see if the Marauders can put up the numbers they put up tonight, and I think they won't have any problem. Mingus getting some big numbers tonight from a lot of contributors.
No kidding. How about Navarez throwing the ball 7 for 10? Great completion ratio. 127 yards, 1 touchdown in the air, no interceptions. Also had a rushing touchdown for the evening. Helsel ends up the leading rusher for the Mingus Marauders, 9 carries, 141 yards, 2 touchdowns. Also had another 37 yards receiving the ball. Look at that. 517 yards of offense from the line of scrimmage for the Mingus Marauders, 390 rushing yards. That is kicking your butt.
That's Mingus Marauder football, JB. That's what we've come to expect from the Marauders. Didn't see a lot of it early in the year. As a matter of fact, against Flagstaff, Mingus held under 100 yards rushing. 390 tonight against Coconino.
I have selective memory on that one. I don't remember that.
Micah Navarez had a good night throwing the ball as well. He was very proficient in getting his passes, a lot of screen passes and stuff like that, but he was getting them to players, and they were able to run up the rack yards or run after catch tonight for the Mingus Marauders.
Well, Coconino showed that they've got some inside defense. Actually, interior defensive linemen played really well for the Coconino Panthers. No doubt about it. Dakota Hanks felt that. Collins, 4 carries held to just 15 yards, inside. But Mingus said, great, we'll go to the outside even with screen passes, and did so without too much trouble. Here tonight, Navarez ends up with 84 rushing yards on 4 carries and a touchdown. Dakota Hanks, the senior, 9 carries, 49 yards. Nice to see him find the end zone out there tonight. Broyles, efficient, 2 carries, 2 touchdowns, 4 yards. And let's see who else ran the ball here for the Marauders tonight. Collins, how about 6 carries, 19 yards.
A lot of guys at the end.
Oh, no kidding. Upham gets some yardage for the 2013 season as he comes in to replace Navarez late in the game. 5 carries and 20 yards. Heath had a couple of carries for 14 yards. Pfeiffer had 1 for 5. Rios got his 3 carries in tonight, 10 yards. And Clark from the JV squad, 5 carries and 24 yards. Once again, 390 yards of rushing.
Josh Heath had a couple yards here tonight.
He did. And the Coconino Panthers now defensively. Mingus had the safety, of course, as well, but these are not great stats for the Panthers. Crank, 11 carries, 24 yards, 1 touchdown, the only touchdown. Herrera had 11 carries and 36 yards. 60 rushing yards, 61 yards in the air, 121 yards of total offense for the game for the Coconino Panthers. And a good chunk of that was against the JV defense as well.
Marauder defense played great again here tonight, as they have been all season long, and they really did a nice job here tonight against the Panthers, holding them to 121 yards of total offense. The Marauders had more than 3 times that just on the ground alone.
Well, Coconino came into tonight averaging 39-point-something points per game given up. Mingus worsened the average here.
No doubt about it. All right, fans, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back to Coconino High School. The Mingus Marauders victorious tonight, 49-7 over the Coconino Panthers. We'll be back with your player of the game coming up after this.
Here in the Verde Valley, it's always a great time to ride. And for all your cycle needs, it's always a great time to visit D&K Service Cycle and ATV. Their certified technicians can keep your street bike or your dirt bike in tip-top shape year-round. Stop in and check out the full inventory of riding gear. At D&K, they can help sell your good used motorcycles too. Go to dkservicecycle.com and find out about the consignment program. D&K Service Cycle and ATV in Cottonwood, a quarter-mile south of Walmart.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Back at Coconino High School, the final road game of the season for the Mingus Marauders, and they end their road trip in fine fashion. A 42-point victory tonight for Mingus, 49-7 over the host team, the Coconino Panthers. Mingus now 4-5 on the year.
Well, it was a clean sweep. The freshman squad beating Coconino by a score of 50-13, and the JV squad. Hey, this is hopeful. This is obvious. This is fantastic. Go with the season undefeated 8-0 with a 13-8 victory over Coconino on the JV level.
A tight one.
Yeah, probably one of the few tight ones they had this year.
Yeah, the JV team's been awesome. The freshman team's been pretty awesome as well. And now the varsity team's got a 3-game winning streak. How about that? Well, fans, we got to pick a player of the game, and it wasn't easy tonight because there are a lot of guys who are very deserving on both sides of the ball, really. But I think you got to go with the guy that had some big, long runs and racked up lots of yards and 2 touchdowns. I think Javin Helsel should be our player of the game tonight.
Well, I had 141 yards on the ground for the Marauders, 2 rushing touchdowns. The 72-yard touchdown was absolutely beautiful. Took up at least 8 or 9 seconds of film as well. Not only that, also had another 36 yards on receptions. Yeah. So over 170, almost 180 yards of the 500 yards of offense from this young man right here.
That's a fantasy player's dream.
There you go.
You got 2 touchdowns and 170-some yards of offense. Man, you got to love that guy.
No kidding. No kidding.
And he's only a junior, so fans, you can take him next year in your fantasy league.
How do we do this? Division III Fantasy League?
Sure, why not? They have it for everything else.
Do you have to do it by section, or can you go all the way through the division?
Let's do it section by section.
Well,
can you get that programmed in the computer for next season?
We probably could. I wonder what we could do with this.
I don't know.
That would be interesting,
It'd
wouldn't
be fun, wouldn't it? I get to pick first.
Okay, yeah, right, sure. You always do.
Yeah, I'll take Helsel.
We'll work on the rules on the way home tonight, huh?
All right, fans. Thanks for tuning in again here tonight. We'd like to thank our camera crew, Abby, Joey, and JC, for their excellent work again here this evening. And, of course, our producers, Ryan Nichols and Brian Saravo, back in the truck, keeping things going. And before we leave, of course, we've got to give you some info on our post-game sponsor, Digitel Verizon Wireless. They've got 3 locations, I think, it might even be more, 4 locations in northern Arizona, including the Gateway Mall next to Trader Joe's in Prescott and Payson, and 2 locations in Flagstaff as well as your location in Cottonwood, Main Street next to Suzy Q.
Hey, don't forget the new iPhone is out right now. Order yours at any of those Digitel locations. Who is our Verizon Premium Wireless retailer and premium supporter of Mingus Marauder football. Samsung on Odyssey or Samsung Stellar, free out the door with the 2-year activation or upgrade, and that is while supplies last at your local Digitel.
All right, fans, 49-7, Marauders win, 4-5 on the year. We'll see you next Friday night from the Cave at Mingus High School, rooting the Marauders on to a victory over the Prescott Badgers, trying to get the Marauders back to 500. Thanks for tuning in tonight. For Jackie Bessler, I'm Zach Calandra. Have a great weekend. Keep your eye out for the Ghosts and Goblins next Thursday. Halloween's coming by. Make sure everybody has a great, safe Halloween. We'll see you at Clarkdale.
This has been the Digitel Verizon Wireless Post-Game Report. Digitel, a Verizon Wireless premium wireless retailer in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street. Join Yavapai Broadcasting Sports next week for more Mingus Marauder football right here on AM 1600 and Verde Valley Television Cable 1 Channel 2 or online at verdevalleytv.com.